Check out my sci-fi novel Last Flight to Trenzoa, my other books, and Jack's webcomic Shadows, all in the description. Thank you very much. Deep down, guys, it's me, Sergeant Major Mario. What is up? Welcome back to Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Last time we were here, we went through the Wanderia Park, and let's be honest, we spent most of that time discussing if Zeti were racist and what all of the Mobians would do as YouTubers. This time, we got furry bait to take care of, but also we're going to take care of some extra treasure rooms that's maybe hidden about. And while I'm letting people come in and get settled in, I'm just going to make sure my phone is actually on silent this time. And I just remembered I forgot to set my Discord to Do Not Disturb. Don't want notifications coming in. There's always one thing I forget to do, isn't it? Always one thing. Anyway, where's my controller? There's my controller. Actually, I wanted to do something first because I've never actually thought to check this, but I've been curious as to what the amiibo functionality does. You see the little amiibo thing there? Use amiibos gain extra stock items, star coins, and more. I wonder what the more thing is. I'm going to use a Kirby amiibo, so let me get that set up. Others. Chibi, Dark Souls, Diablo, Fire Emblem, Kirby. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, okay. Interesting. Just give myself that now. Gives me extra life. Now, can I do that just once? Let's scan a Meta Knight amiibo. Ah. How interesting. Saves me money. So then I imagine the King DDD is just like, the third one, right? Yep, power. Wait, then what the hell's the fourth one? Because there's only 3 power-ups you can get. Scan the Waddle Dee? Oh, just a standard health item. Huh. Fair enough. Well, so thanks to the amiibos, I've got a bit of a speed boost, which will last for 200 seconds. As long as my attack, and the life is pretty much permanent until I lose enough to where the extra health bar's gone. Now, you may say it's cheating, but I was going to cheat anyway when it came to the fucking Colosseum. So, shut the fuck up. I should probably get the stream chat ready. Go. And all messages. Perfect. Right, now there should be some hidden treasures. Nope, nope, nope. I thought there was. There we go. Nope. Am I just being daft? Probably. Kirby and the Deadly Six, that should be forgotten. Kirby and the Forgotten Accusations. Kirby and the Forgotten Documents. Also, hey Sapphire, how you doing? Thank you again for that Xena little bit of art. I hope you don't mind, but I've saved it as fan art because yeah, that's the first time I got something like that commissioned for the purpose of a video like that. That was quite cool for you to have done that. Kirby had the jet ability on September 11th. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, if you watch back all the 9/11 footage closely, you could just faintly hear BIO! You know, I'm just saying. I don't want to point any accusations, but, you know, people would say that 9/11 was a bit of a nightmare situation for Americans. And what released in 2001? Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland? I say it's a conspiracy. I think Kirby knows more than he lets on. Tell you what, if one of the jets was actually pink, holy shit, like, people would have had a field day nowadays. No problem, glad I got. Originally, I was actually manually masking the entire thing, so I was thinking, like, maybe I could have, like, maybe put, like, a different background on Xena, but I was like, well, no, because the kind of the point is that, like, you know, I'm literally putting it over, like, Scott the Woz footage. You could say it DD derailed air traffic that day. Kirby air ride, Kirby air traffic. Oh, God. Right. Anyways, how's your week so far? My week has been going fine. Had a job interview earlier today, so fingers crossed I get the job. Oh, that's such a tight jump. Hell yeah. Yeah, other than that, week was pretty chill. Just did fuck all. I bought Splatoon Raiders and Dench Attack. Still need to play Dench Attack. But I will get around to it. Oh, eShop's doing a huge sale right now, and it's like, I should, but I shouldn't, because, you know, I've been commissioning artists for some cute art, and, you know, that kind of takes priority. So, you know, because I like art. I like supporting artists when I can. Manifesting all my good luck and sending it to you for that interview. Thank you very much. I like to think the interview went well. Yeah, I like to think it went good. It's for a night shift work, which that will affect the streams for a bit, but I'll definitely see what I could do to make it work. Worst case scenario, I might have to change the stream schedule, because I think it's a 4 days on, 4 days off thing. Or 4 nights on, 4 nights off, so I could just work the streams around that. See what happens. Worst case scenario, might just be a bit delay in the streams, but hey ho. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. At the end of the day, employment is quite important, so I can actually, you know, pay the bills and shit. Does a night shift by any chance include animatronics that get a bit quirky? No, it doesn't, funnily enough. Unless that hotel starts fucking manifesting animatronics, which I doubt it. Chloraline. Damn it! There goes my no damage run. Again, damage run gone. Yep, I knew I needed the ranger. I think there's one I could do without guarding, but like I don't know if like the dodge roll counts as a guard or not. Ow! There you go, fuck you. There you go. I've got the clear time at least, I know that. Without hovering, okay. Any others? Okay, so the other one's just no damage. Okay. I swear there was one about no guarding. Oh, that might be DDD. Oh yeah, spoilers, DDD's a fucking enemy. Spoilers of the game that's like, what, 4 years old at this point? Hi. Yeah, no damage. Okay. No worries, we can take care of that later, because a new challenge awaits us back in WaflesA Town. There it is, the Colosseum. WaflesA Town has grown even bigger. Oh! And a new gotcha machine's there. Colosseum is now open for battle. Fight bosses and rivals you face in the past to win glorious prizes. Oh, fight me. They really should just come in and just have Spanish guitars every time man I appeared. Would you rather live in WaflesA Town or the Club Penguin Island for a year? WaflesA Town because it's not cold. You know, Club Penguin Island is kind of in the Antarctic. I always hear Spanish guitar when Meta Knight appears. I just love how they like brought that back for the 3D, for like the 3D version of Right Back At You they did for the 3DS. Like, I think by that point, 4Kids was just done, but, you know, they still kept the fucking Spanish guitars. Okay. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? With your nice pink hand. I don't know how to tell you, Kimberly, but I think that might be an infection. You should probably get that looked at by your doctor. Enter the Meta Knight Cup. Motherfucker just appeared and he already got his own fucking cup. I see what it is. So yeah, we get 6 Maximotos, 2 different power-ups. I'm gonna switch to I'm gonna keep Volcano Fire on because I like Volcano Fire. Gorimondo! Thankfully, we don't need to worry about any special challenges here to rescue any waterways. He's doing his T-pose with justice. You know, I found out today, right? So I was perusing Twitter and I got an ad from the National Lottery of all fucking things. Now, should I clarify, I don't gamble irresponsibly. I do occasionally buy lottery tickets. I saw they have a new one called Powerball. And I was like, what the fuck's that? Apparently, the National Lottery is working with an American lottery. And they're combining the American Powerball, like, you know, British players can now play it. But it's different, but at the same time not. So the jackpot is the exact same. It's just changed for pounds. But because our wins aren't taxed, we don't get the jackpot in one. We get it spread out over 30 years. I guess to make up for that. It's like, why even bother at that point? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, but to answer your question, no, I'm doing good. Just doing advanced work right now, so I've been looking for a while. No worries, look away. Hopefully I don't distract you too much, and you're just having a good time. But good to know that work is going alright for you. No, my damage buff. Gone to the ether. But yeah, also the tickets are like so pricey. I saw them and I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. Like the more games they announce, I just see him as just like, you know, it's like, come on, you can gamble. Who says you can't? The jackpot's so big. Don't you want to win money? Give us more money. There we go. Why couldn't I have done that during the no damage run against Tropic Woods? Oh, hey, Coraline! Does this count to get the no damage run against her? Ow. The only gambling I do is if I can come back to my air fryer in time before it burns my food. Well, I have an air fryer. It was like a hand-me-down from my mum's boyfriend at the time. Because, motherfucker, and this is like a fucking casual flex of him. He said like, oh yes, I bought the air fryer, but I completely forgot I had it. So would you like it, Tommy? It's like, all right, motherfucker, like, we get it. You got money, Jesus. But yeah, the only thing I use my air fryer for is chips. And, like, I know how long they should be cooked for. So it's like, you know, if I want chips, then, you know, I stick them in for a certain amount of time, take them out, give it a bit of a shake so they're evenly cooked and sorted. Because I can just set the time on that thing. And that took a lot of trial and error. Grab it. I know I don't like this sword, but, you know, it is Meta Knight. You got to use the sword against Meta Knight. Even if you don't, he does attack you anyway. But, you know, it's Meta Knight. You gotta use your swords against Meta Knight. Alright, motherfucker. On guard. Yeah? Now, it is possible to disarm it. And then you can take that sword, and if you suck in his sword and swallow it, you get the Meta Knight sword copy ability. I've done it once in my first playthrough. I've not been able to recreate it. Hey, Kirby, how you doing? Oh, there we go. There we go. I like the Meta Knight sword. Victory on the Meta Knight Cup. You won! You cheated, but you won! Got 500 star coins. Give me the money, baby. A rare stone. And the Meta Knight sword blueprint. Even if you don't get the copy ability, you'll still get the blueprint anyway, so... You know, you don't need to worry about feeling like you missed it if you didn't inhale the sword. Oh, hello. Oh! I actually didn't know that was that. First game, Meta Knight has some kind of telekinesis ability. When the fuck do you learn that? No answer needed, because he's fucking Meta... Alright, it's not fucking Batman. How you going to do that? Because I'm Meta Knight. I shit on the right back at your anime, but I fucking love that line where it's like, hey, Meta Knight, how's it going? Very badly. The Meta Knight sword blueprint. Lower on power compared to the Gigant sword, but that rapid fire though. That rapid fire though. Alright, let's see if I can beat the furry bait with my all-powerful sword. Winter horns. It's too cold. Is Man I still OP in Smash? No, that was only Brawl he was OP in. I think he got nerfed big time in Smash 4 to make up for it, which pissed off a lot of people. When the Kirby movie is eventually made, I doubt it'll be the case, but I would die happily if they got the 4 Kids cast. Didn't one of the 4 Kids cast members pass away? I swear one did. Or am I thinking of the voice actor for Crunch from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon? I swear one of them unfortunately passed away. Oh, did that count? That counted. Damage is damage. Even though it's a fucking tiny percent, that still counts as a hit. I don't know if a Kirby film would work. Could you imagine the amount of parents who would take their kids to the cinema to watch a Kirby film, thinking, "Oh yeah, this would be nice to show my child," and then the fucking eldritch horror starts appearing in like the fucking 3rd act. You just see Kirby, folks as Kirby having a nice time and a nice good time, and then suddenly fucking Cthulhu starts coming out, bleeding from the eyes and everything. Fuck's sake. Should I just half-ass and use Volcano? That did good against Coraline last time. Fuck, I'll do that. Don't know what's saying Coraline. Chloraline. The kids of this generation deserve to see the giant sad angel eyeball that bleeds when you hit it. Peggy 3. I genuinely find it funny whenever Kirby games are ranked like Peggy 3, Peggy 7. Like, did they even play the fucking games? Alright, try this again. Like, it's a Kirby game, it shouldn't be this bad, but the fact that it's a Kirby game and I gotta do it no damage, that is just the kicker. I gotta, because I want to rescue all of the Waddle Dees. Maybe worst case scenario, I'll just wait until all of my power-ups are so fucking overpowered I could just beat Chloraline in just one hit. I think she missed. Oh, that was close. That was way too fucking close for comfort. You destroyed the flames. That was rude. Come here often. There we go. Woo! First try, chat. I won't forget the video where a guy made a whole crowd say 6-7 as a countdown. Can't wait for that meme to fucking go away, I swear. Call me an old man, but fuck that meme. Don't even call it a meme. It's not a meme, it's just fucking brain rot. Turn it into a handbag? Jesus. Christ. Yay! Saved all the waddle-doos. Onwards we go. Northeast Frost Streets with some lovely music. So, no surprise, I think this is just meant to be London. Or, like, their inspiration of London. Legally distinct to London, I guess. I only do the 67 meme for my bits. The 67? That's not even it. Best song in the game. I still think Fast Flowing Waterworks is the better song, admittedly, Sapphire, but, you know, this is a lovely tune. I won't deny that. Okay, that's me being stupid. You know what? I probably should have kept Volcano Fire on. Because it's snow, I could have just melted everything. Melted it to oblivion. One day I will get the soundtrack. Maybe if I get the job, I can actually buy the CD. If I type numbers themselves, I'll be inadvertently doing the meme, and I'm too petty to let that happen. If I type the numbers, then the terrorists win. I remember I was talking to someone about the whole 6-7 bollocks, and they're like, well, you laugh at, I mean, you say nice whenever 69 appears. I'm like, yeah, that one actually makes sense. That's an actual thing. Like, that is just, that is a sex thing. Like, you know, we didn't make that shit up out of thin air. 6-7 is just nothing. I love annoying people. Said every troll ever. Got our green capsules now. You know, these Waddle Dees have no context to mouthful mode, right? Like, you imagine they're getting saved by Kirby. Oh, thank you, Kirby! Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened to you? Bio! Nothing there. That looks like something, but it is nothing. Hey, nice gun. I got 2 of them. I do wonder if we are going to get another, like, mainline Kirby game, or if they're going to consider Air Riders as the mainline one. I know, like, I know with game development taking longer and stuff because, you know, they're making games for higher end specs now. But, you know, just kind of a wonder what the future holds for some of the other IPs. Because I know Zelda's getting the Ocarina of Time remake. I know Miyamoto has said that, like, he thinks that they've done what they can with Mario, but, like, he's curious to see what they're going to do with the Switch 2. Which, you know, it'd be nice to see a new 3D Mario game that isn't just another remake. People are speculating that we're going to get a Galaxy 3 just on the fact that they're, like, doing a lot of stuff with Rosalina. And it's like, I don't think we're going to get a Galaxy 3. I think people are just coping a bit too much there. I think Nintendo just banking on the Rosalina hype because of the fact that the Galaxy film sold like £1 billion. Or do you want a smoke break, sees Kirby run past him, mouthful mode, starts smoking harder. That's when he stops smoking. I'm waiting for the Majora's Mask remake, which hopefully doesn't end up like the 3DS one. So, was that an issue that people had with the Majora's Mask 3DS remaster? Because I remember, like, people were mixed about it. Like, what was it that Majora's Mask 3D didn't do right that Ocarina of 3D did? Because I thought, like, you know, Majora's Mask was good, wasn't it? Keep in mind, I've not played, like, Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, so you're gonna have to explain it to me like I'm an idiot, which is not hard to do. I'm aware. You know, I imagine that's how you guys talk to me normally. But yeah, if there was something like that Majora's Mask 3D didn't do right, then, you know, I'd like to know, but... Because I have, like, sometimes I see games, and it's like, you know, they're games that people have been wanting for ages. And, you know, they're games I've not heard of, but I look on the surface, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty much just the same game. But then, like, you know, everyone's saying, like, oh, it's nothing like the original. And I'm like, really? Is this not the same fucking game? From what I remember, a bunch of little things that built up and could end up turning some people off. Control mechanic differences, mainly. But doesn't it control different because it's on the engine that Ocarina 3D runs on? Like... people liked Ocarina 3D's controls, so what's it that makes Majora's Mask different? Because they're built on exactly the same engine, right? I have thought about maybe doing like an Ocarina stream, like, you know, my first time experiencing Ocarina on like the N64, but that was like before the remake was announced. I'm like, if I still do it, should I do N64? And piss people off that, you know, I don't like the N64 version, or should I wait until the remake comes out and then piss people off more because I'm playing the remake instead of the original? Like, I tried playing the remake, sorry, the 3DS version, and I think I got to Adult Link, and I don't even remember finishing the Forest Temple. Like, I just stopped there because I was just getting bored. Same with Link Between Worlds. I got to the Dark World and I just stopped. Like, I wasn't even going out of my way for all the hearts or anything. controls and stuff like Zora swimming controls being changed for the worse, and the Deku not keeping speed when hopping over water. So you mean they fixed bugs? Is that what you're saying, Sapphire? They fixed some unintentional game mechanics. I feel like when people complain about remakes of games they wanted, I do feel like they don't look at the fact that, you know, they got a remake of their game because they think it's just going to be exactly the same. But one thing's changed and suddenly it's bad. I mean, like, if I was to complain about the Blue Marine in Star Fox, because when you barrel roll as the Blue Marine in the Switch 2 remake, you, like, go sideways. Like, that wasn't in the original, but, you know, it's still an amazing remake. Chain bomb treasure. Wait, did I even get the blueprint in there? I can't remember. Might have to double check with the Waddle Dee later. Okay. Don't worry, I'll bring the bombs to you. Kitara really don't use the bomb power-ups that much. There you go. Sorry, Seth, I'll read your comment in just a moment. Okay. I don't actually know if there are bugs or not. Deku Hop was deaf, wasn't, as the speed was intentionally important in the 64 version, at least. I wonder what the floor in these levels tastes like. Plastic, I imagine. They look like they're made of plastic. Okay. I just want to respond to my comments, and they're being very homophobic. Not even a comment on my, like, channel. Okay. Clutter Needle Treasure. Hang on, why is my phone not connected to the Wi-Fi? Looks like I may need to take this phone in, because it keeps disconnecting from my Wi-Fi, and I don't know why. And I reset the Wi-Fi and everything. I think I should know these things. But, as someone who's an expert on technology, according to my mum. That is, like, something I've never understood with, like, parents. You know, we're from the generation of technology, therefore we automatically know how the technology works. Which, yes, I know how some technology works, doesn't mean I know everything. I was actually talking to her before my interview because you know, obviously I dress smart for an interview. You've got to do that for an interview. That's like how it works. You've got to dress to impress. And my choice of smart clothing was basically what I wore to my sister's wedding, which was like white button-up shirt, black trousers, and a green tie. And basically, you know, I got the green tie because I like the color green. It's my favorite color. And Mom saw me dressing that, and she was like, "Are you sure you want to wear the green tie?" I'm like, "Of course. Why wouldn't I wear the green tie?" She was like, "You look like you work for the Great Western Railway," which, yes, true. Great Western Railway's color scheme is green, but it's a tie, you know. Like, it's not like I was gonna go into that place wearing my tie, wearing my green tie, and they just go, "Oh, sorry, mate, the train station is a mile down the road if you want to go there." You know, it's just a plain green tie. Like, who's gonna judge it? Who's gonna judge someone's like job based on that? It didn't have a Great Western Railway logo or anything like that. Metro on ice. Knowing basic keyboard shortcuts makes me a tech whiz to my grandma. Yeah. Dude, it generally weirds me when people who are younger than me don't know keyboard shortcuts. Like, fucking, like, I spoke to, like, someone who's like, 18 and stuff. And I was like, just use Alt-Tab. And they're like, what the fuck's Alt-Tab? I'm like, press Alt. Like, hold Alt and then press Tab. And they were like, you could do that? Like, how do you not know what Alt-Tabbing is? I know people older than me that know what Alt-Tabbing is. I know people who are, like, my age that know what Alt-Tabbing is. My mum knows what Alt-Tabbing is. But like I remember that there was like a guy who was like trying to sell me on like IT work, and he was like, "Oh wait, hold on a minute, I accidentally closed the tab," and I'm like, "Oh, just press Control-Shift-T." He was like, "Why should I do that?" I'm like, "It reopens the tab you closed." And he went, "Does it?" And he did it, and sure enough, he reopened the tab. I'm like, "You're supposed to like be the tech guy. You're the IT guy. How do you not know a basic keyboard shortcut?" Like, Jesus Christ. Whoa! Dress to impress, smart clothing. Got it. Showing up my 90s nerd outfit. Why do you want this job? I like money, dude! Ow. I genuinely jumped into the explosion like an idiot. Stand on top of 2 trains. Zawaldo! Yes, chat. This is a JoJo reference. Cool. Why do you want this job? Why shouldn't I want this job? Fuck, you're hired. The guy who interviewed me, he admitted that like the main reason he like hired me was sorry, not hired me, but you know, invited me to the interview was because of my experience in night work, and he was like, yeah, you seem to be very qualified. Why has it been 4 years since you last worked there? And I'm like, you're asking that now? He was like, oh, I'm just looking at your job. And it's like, you had one job in 2013. That's good. Then you did the night stuff in like 2021. What was with the gap? I'm like, did you not see the summer job that I listed like 7 fucking times. Went, oh yeah, like dude. I didn't know Control-Shift-T. Oh, did you not? Yeah, no, Control-Shift-T. Yeah, so Control-T is new tab, and if you close a tab, Control-Shift-T, it doesn't work on incognito windows. But yeah, no, it works brilliantly. I remember watching, I think it was like grade 8 Under A, of all people, where I learned that K is the keyboard shortcut for pause, and L and J and L are back and forth 10 seconds. But I found out that the comma and full stop on a keyboard let you go forward and back by a frame. So if you were to pause the video and you wanted to go back a few frames, you could just press comma and you go back a frame each time. Very handy to like spot those like frame perfect text things. And it always bugs me whenever I see like YouTubers with like millions and millions of subscribers like trying to point out one frame in like a video and they're trying to pause it just right. I'm like, guys, come on, how do you not know? How do you not know about the full stop and the comma? You've been on YouTube longer than me. Come on. Speaking of keyboards, I do need to get a new one soon. This one I've had, this 8-bit do one. Fantastic keyboard. It works wonders. It's just been starting to act up a lot. I'm not sure what it is. Like, I don't know why, but like, it's been delaying keyboard presses. I think it's just getting a bit old because I've had it since like, what, 2022, I think. So, yeah, I think it is showing its age just a little bit. But I do want to get another 8-bit do one. Preferably one that's like a UK keyboard layout. But yeah, no, solid keyboards. I recommend it if you guys... What was that? That's not the time. Because if it was, someone would be pissed off at me. You know, I think like the most sort of like anxious thing about a job interview. I don't know if anyone else has this like anxiety. But it's when they say, where it's like, you know, it's like, we'll get back to you within this certain amount of time frame. If you don't hear from us, give us a call. Like, there's like, whenever someone has to give a call, does anyone else feel like they're gonna come off as like impatient or something like that? Like, even though you're in the time frame of when you can give a call back, you know, you're just like, yeah, sorry, what's the situation of the job? Like, you know, are you still applying or? Like, you're worried they're going to see you as just like, oh boy, he's desperate. A lollipop. Or as some Americans call them, suckers. Which I don't understand that one. Oh, just in time. I'd call them and ask for a bedtime story. Yes, I'm sorry, we're not going through with your application. Oh, that's too bad. Would you read me a bedtime story at least? No, what? Fuck you, okay. Wait, I thought suckers was British terminology. No, we call them lollipops. Of course they call them lollipops. We have the fucking lollipop ladies. Like, why, like, I've never heard any Brit call them suckers. I know we call jawbreakers gobstoppers. I've heard that, but I've never heard a Brit call lollipop a sucker. Because it sounds stupid, because you don't suck a lolly, you lick a lolly. Which someone pointed out to me that a lollipop is just flavored spit, and I've not looked at lollies the same, actually. That kind of ruined it for me.
Jesus Christ, Kirby, does that not hurt? Oh, yeah.
Oh! Okay. Oh, come on, I was jumping. "2% of my British knowledge has been a lie. I failed you, Queen. Must be the worst thing to happen to her." How do we tell him, chat? Okay. The windy, freezing seas. Yay! Okay. Some more treasures. The pencil drill treasure. And look what I am now. That's just good timing. Okay. Dig and dash, path of fences. Surprise, assholes! Okay. I'm surprised that counted, actually, but okay. Dub is a dub, I guess. We take those. Excuse me, sorry. Just under the target time. That's what we like to see. I should be a speedrunner. The Noble Ranger. Get to shoot more fuckers. Also helps that they're perfectly in line. Man, thank God for auto aiming, huh? This is what PC COD fans mean when they say that console players ruin Warzone. Thoughts on Dorkly, if you've seen them? Oh, I think everyone's seen Dorkly. It's been almost like watched them, but I've seen them. Yeah, I think they're okay. I think nowadays their videos have gotten a bit more stale with like, oh, if games are like 25% more realistic, and if Pokemon, if what are they called, fucking Poke logs were like more literal and stuff like that. Like I feel like they've been milking that content for a bit. Yeah, some of the old stuff was fine. You know, I think everyone remembers, like, you know, Sonic for Hire and the roast of Mario and stuff like that. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong. If you still enjoy dorky stuff, then, you know, fucking go nuts. Don't let me stop you. Just expressing my opinion. I do know they've been doing some, like, or they did, like, a few compilations of their old stuff. Like, they did a few compilations of, like, the video game agent. Which confused me, because they used a high-quality thumbnail, which proves they still had the sprite, they still had the assets and stuff. And I'm like, why didn't they just do more stuff with him? Because I liked him as a character. Of course, I'm not saying for, you know, I'm not saying, like, for them to milk it like that, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm still waiting for Sonic for Hire to finish Season 9. For God's sake. I forgot that was still going. Aren't they at, like, college or some bollocks? Oh yeah, I forgot to see if I missed any blueprints. Because I think I stopped at, like, Season 4 or 5. Whenever it was that, like, Sonic became God. And, yeah, I thought that was, like, a good end. And then they just carried on, and I'm like... Ooh, fishing. Look at all the fish. Flash fishing. And a shop. So we can buy more cheats. Let's make sure I've not missed anything. No. Not missed any blueprints. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot he had a figurine as well. The fucking narcissist. Yeah, they really pulled the trigger on the college joke from Season 7. Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and it's just... Eh. $180 grams. $526 grams. I did 1.6 kilos. I did actually recreate the Mario paint torture video, where it's like Mario was forced to play Nickelback, because I quite like that. And I did tweet it, and Dorkly actually quote-tweeted it, which I thought was really cool. But then they quoted, like, a fan song someone did of Sonic for Hire. But it was literally an AI-generated song, and they were like, oh my god, it's like the greatest thing ever. And it's like, it's not, because it's AI. Come on, guys. 8 kilograms. Alright, this one needs to concentrate. Not this one, the next one. Unless I can't do it yet. There we go. Like, I know it's X, but you literally have to be frame fucking perfect on that X. 10 kilos and I got a figure. Sleepy, fishy Kirby. Perfect. Alright, we've done that. Some Call Me Johnny replied to a tweet of mine a few years ago, which made my week. I did a fan edit of their Sonic Superstars playthrough, where like where they had the glitch where the fucking final boss like fucking did a complete 180. And I edited the Super Paper Mario like spin sound effect, and like Johnny, Elliot, Matt, they all retweeted it, and it was fucking great. I remember Sabrina messaged me late after that. It was like, how do you feel about having a viral tweet? And I'm like, let's be honest, the only reason it went viral is because you guys retweeted it. But if it was cool, I really appreciate it. No! No! I'll save you! I'll save you from your frozen death! No witnesses. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut! That sounds hilarious, lol. The Superstars playthrough was a treat, especially with Elliot being sick of the game shit from frame 1. Well, didn't he? He did like the test recording with Johnny, didn't he? So like, well, I say test recording, but like he recorded the multiplayer footage. He was more than familiar with the game and its flaws as it was. But yeah, that was funny. I was very proud of like that edit, because the way I was able to get the box to stretch and then do the was like, that was like one of those like fist pump moments for me. It's like, yes. Oh shit, I ate their food. I'm probably saving that for after hibernation. Oh well. I don't know if like I don't know if anyone ever saw my tweet, but I remember like from the Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough, Johnny did like a joke about like, you know, like tune into our Sonic Boom commentary 10 years from now. And I saw that tweet and I'm like, it's been 10 years since then. And I like tagged of the day. It's like, so you guys gonna do Sonic Boom? Which I never responded to, funnily enough. If I get fire covered from that, but no. I don't know, maybe I'll like message Elliot on Discord and like tease him with it more. It's like, hey, you guys should do Sonic Boom. What should I be his excuse for blocking me and shit? I think the silence was the answer. I don't know. They played a bunch of shitty games since then. What's the, you know, what's one more shitty game? At least they can actually mock that one. And no one will give a shit. Okay. Okay, I want to stay on the secret missions, which is good. Bros. Alright. Oh, Sapphire, you're saying about Kirby not having a tongue in the last part. Is that bit not his tongue there at the bottom? That looks like a tongue. What else could that be? That's not what I okay. There you go. And I saw Outcast. They're doing like Irma plushies on like next week, and I'm just like, oh, it's like I probably shouldn't because it might be on my price range, but I love the Irma webcomic series. It's so fucking cute. Fuck, I've been defeated on Kirby Anatomy as my punishment and a half to 100% Kirby pinball. Damn. Wait, was Kirby Pinball the one that had like the rumble feature in it, or was that Pokemon Pinball? I know one of the pinball games on the Game Boy had a rumble feature where you put like a AA battery into it. The Dragonfire blueprint, yeah. Getting more badass. The fucking fire blueprint. How have I been able to fully upgrade the fucking fire blueprint and not gotten one ice blueprint yet? Alright, that's all the bonus missions done. Now we just need to rescue all the Waddle Dees. Sweet! That's all the Waddle Dees. You know, I saw the other day Sonic Shorts Volume 11 finally released. And it's like... Okay, I don't want to come off as cynical. Because I grew up on the original Sonic Shorts. Like, Volume 1 to 8, like, that was awesome. I just feel like nowadays, where people just upload animations on their own channels or, like, social media pages, I feel like Sonic Shorts is just a little bit redundant in a way, you know? I mean, back then, you know, the early days of YouTube, it was good, but now, I don't know. Especially when afterwards they upload the shorts to their own channels anyway. So what's the point? I mean, the 3D shorts, I was... I don't know. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's my age. I just think of it as, like, redundant or something. But, you know, I guess artists are getting paid. So that's good. Alright, let's upgrade the Dragonflyer. Dragonflyer? Dragonfire. Yep, that was the last power-up I needed. I admit I did question the point of Sonic Shorts 11 when I saw it, but it's probably still paid work out for the newcomer. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, like, people are getting paid and, you know, it gets more attention to their works, which is fair enough. Because, you know, at the end of the day, people have argued about, like, you know, is it good to get these animators in? Are they getting work? And it's like, yes, they are. It's thanks to Lythero that I met Eisen, and I had her do the covers for Honest Bonds, Human Plague, and Last Fight of Transoa. And she did a fantastic job with the covers. And the Sapphire gif you see on the Be Right Back. Like, you know, I wouldn't have thought to commission her had I not seen her artwork through Lythero. So, you know, these do get people's names out there. And I think that's what's really good. Be a Sonic Shorts or working for a YouTuber. There's that YouTuber's fucking minted and can afford all those animators, but that's probably what the sponsor's for. Hey, I don't judge. Out loud. That may or may not be coming from jealousy because I can't afford to hire so many amazingly talented artists and animators. Trust me, one day, right, I would love, like, if I ever get rich, I would absolutely love to just hire so many amazing talented people just to draw my characters in their art style. And I just have like a little physical art book on my desk so I just admire all of the art. Ah, that'd be so cool. maybe I'll buy like one of those Powerball tickets. Just like so, Mr. Williams, you are now rich beyond your wildest dreams. What are you gonna do? I got so many DMs to send. I was like, are you available to commission? Yes, unfortunately, my prices have gone up. Is that okay? Oh, that's more than okay, love. So, Warudo! Yeah, I am definitely someone, you know, who absolutely sees the value in actual art. I've had nigh-on screaming matches with my older sister about why traditional art is so important and why AI can go shove a long one up its ass. Art will live forever. AI can fuck off. You ain't never gonna see me use AI on my shit. The Battle of Blizzard Bridge. I think there's a secret over here. Yep, the secret Maximato. Gen AI needs humans, we don't need Gen AI, simple as that. Yeah, pretty much. Because at the end of the day, Gen AI only exists because it's stolen people's work. That's the only reason it's been able to thrive. Like, it couldn't generate art without the art from actual talent. As much as I want to keep Dragonfly, I'm pretty sure, like, I need to... Yep. Ooh, cutting that a bit close, aren't we? Wanted posters. Now, I'm pretty sure one of these is another no damage run. That's gonna be fun. You know, also, I do say, like, I would just use my funds to, like, fund arts, but, like, I would absolutely travel. Like, God. Traveling the world, seeing my mates all across the world. Friends in America, friends in Japan, friends in the Philippines. Oh, that'd be so cool to see everyone. Ironically, coming from the guy who's a bitch when it comes to flying. I'm terrified of flying in planes, but I want to see my friends. I can even make appearances at conventions. Do meet and greets for all the 5 people that want to meet me. Oop. Alright. 2 more posters to go. We're in good progress. Right. Ow! Okay, dickhead. I actually need you because I think you're a better hitter than Florina. Bonkers. Make that 6. Well, Sam, do you think I wasn't including you in that 5? I'm like, what do you take me for? Of course I want to meet you. That'd be awesome. I want to meet all my fans. Yay, I'm included. Right. Here's a question for the people in chat. If there was a place you would love to go, you know, a place you love to travel to where money wouldn't be an issue, what country would you like to go to and why? I mean, outside of like, you want to meet friends. Like, a country you've always had the desire to just visit or even move to if that was an option for you. How the fuck did YouTube automate a misspell of Texas to LOL and MFAO? But Texas. Alright, first off, hey Jack. Secondly, that's interesting. Why Texas specifically? I might see if I can do something about that auto language thing, because I feel like it's just taking a little bit of the piss. Oh, that was close. Yes! That's why Dragonfire is awesome. I always thought it was an interesting place to live. Even nowadays, Jack, with, with America being America? Just ask it. Not getting too political, but, yikes. Oh, god damn it. Oh, did I fuck up my chances of getting an ice? I did. No, I didn't! Thanks, game, for showing mercy. Japan, I know it's an obvious answer, but literally anything I like comes from that place, lol. In terms of moving, maybe the Netherlands. Ooh, interesting. Nothing wrong with the Netherlands. I can respect it, actually. I imagine the language barrier might be a bit difficult, because it's Dutch. It's not exactly German. Dutch is sort of that weird in-between. Do you speak English? Do you speak English? Do you speak German? Yeah, I would definitely like to visit Japan. Outside of just weeb shit. It does look nice. I know of all countries, I'd like to visit Iceland. It looks really nice. Because I've been to a few, you know, I've been to France, Spain, Italy, Greece, Africa, Dominican Republic. Like, Iceland looks appealing to me in terms of place. It looks quite nice. Also Australia during the winter. Well, I'd leave now-ish, so then it'd be the winter when I arrive there. I'm trying to think, actually, because I know there was, like, something I had, like, thought of doing. Whereas, like, if I ever learned to drive, I would like to maybe just, you know, fly to the States, rent out one of those, like, camper vans, or what do they call them? RVs? Like, their motorhome things. And just drive across the States. You know, meet all my mates in one big drive, you know? Because I think that'd be interesting, you know, could just, you know, don't need to worry about, like, hotels and shit. Camp out in the fucking motorhome, can't I? Because I imagine, with how big that fucking country is, there's a lot of drive-by spots, you know, just camp up and you're sorted. You know, in a way, this is kind of like an auto runner. Like, this section. If you think about it, anyway. Sweet! That was well under par. I'm happy with that. And obviously, of course, you know, so I don't get raked over the coals by someone in chat. Of course, I'd love to visit Ireland. I'm sure there's much to learn about the history of potatoes. Yeah! Ireland. Mark Speed section from Sonic 06. Yeah, but unlike the Mark Speed section, you can actually get hurt and Kirby won't stumble around like a twat. Speaking of, like, travels and stuff, when Henry and Jack came down, Henry being, like, Shadow 759, like, it was an amazing time when they came down. Like, I like to believe all three of us had fun, but I'll always remember the first time there, like the first day they were down. So Henry flew in from New York to Dublin, where he stayed at Jack's for the night, and then they flew to Newquay. And when I picked them up, I treated them to a proper Cornish pasty. They bought their own, because I was a broke bitch. So I was like, sorry guys, you're gonna have to pay for your stuff a little bit. Yeah, but so Henry bought a pasty, and I think his card was declined originally because it was like a foreign purchase. I always remember Jack was trying his pasty, and like Henry had to call his bank, and he had this biggest pout on his face, like the fucking AVGN, and he had to use his voice to like verify it was him. So we couldn't hear what the phone was saying, so we just heard it. So like as Jack and I were talking, Henry just went, "Me, me, me, that was me, me, goodbye." Oh, I never get tired of that good joke, because it was his face. It was his face that just fucking sent me, it was. You're so lucky that Ireland is a country where you won't be raked for being racist towards. Oh no, it's fine, Jack. You'll just vouch for me, wouldn't you? Right? You know, if they were to rake me, you know, for being racist, you could just be like, no, he's fine. He's not English. He's Cornish. He's Celtic, just like us. He hates the English too. David Gann has a famous phrase for this. Is it you're so right by any chance? Or is it the famous fuck off? You're lucky you're a mod, so your comment won't get held in review, Jack. Otherwise, I could have removed it, and nothing would have happened. Return back to Wallaby Town. Yay, permanent way, huh? The Tilt and Roll Kirby. The ice ability can now be evolved. Alright, we can now get the Frosty Ice. And this was really cute. Is that not just the cutest goddamn hat ever? It is adorable. Look at it. He's got such a fluffy hat, he's ready for winter. I love the stitching. Oh, so cute. You know, Jack, one day, you, Henry, and I should probably discuss about meeting up again. If you want to, of course. Alright, Tilt and Roll Kirby. Hope you guys like motion controls. Hypothermia Kirby. There we go. We're back out. And a second one appears. That's not the one I picked, game. I was standing further away from that. How the hell could you have interpreted that's the one I wanted to play? I was talking to my mum about like about the possibility of you guys coming down, and she said, well, first thing we need to do is we need to get rid of that goddamn sofa. And I'm like, yeah. Because I have a sofa that's like a hand-me-down. It is. Ugh. I mean, back when they stayed before, it was like, you know, it's fine. But now it is just like, yeah, it's I am doing a lot for my flat now. Like, I'm getting better in terms of my mental health. I am like making sure I'm cleaning everything properly now. But the flat is still a shit show. I remember one time I got a quote for how much it would cost to do like a deep clean, and the clean is estimated about like 600 quid. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But to be fair, like they were gonna deep clean everything. Like, you know, it wasn't just standard hoovering. No, they were gonna fucking make sure everything was fucking spick and span there. But yeah, it was just one of those, like, I feel like if I'm ever gonna go for that deep clean route, I gotta make sure I'm doing it for a reason, you know? Because the house is livable, in quotations, as it is, but I wouldn't exactly feel comfortable with people staying there for a prolonged period of time, you know what I mean? So if I had an excuse, like, say, for guests to come over, say, like, Jack and Henry, I would have an excuse to be like, alright, let's deep clean everything. Bollocks. This is the easy version. No. Ha ha ha! The sofa is a sofa, I'm very easy to please. Yeah, you were insisting on sleeping on the sofa, weren't you? I remember that. Bollocks. It was comfy, I'm sure it was, but, you know, there are better sofas out there, Jack. Like, imagine one that wasn't made of, like, itchy fibers. Ah, fuck! Why am I so shit? I think this is the most times you... These don't even count as deaths! There we go. I slept on a sofa once and my back was sad the next day. I've slept on sofas. I've slept on my mum's sofa a lot of times. It's fine. You just need the right sofa. You guys stream for much longer? I was wondering if I could join. Oh yeah, sure. We get a cool code. Sure. Him. I guess he didn't say he'd pick up straight away. I love how narcissistic these guys are. It's just like, got a spatial war for you, Kirby. It's a little me. Hello.
Hello. How you been, man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Taking a break from the audio editing?
Yeah. It's been eating up the majority of my free time recently.
Christ.
But I'm making really good progress now, so that's always exciting.
That's good.
Let's see, where is the stream? Just give me a second so I can see what you're doing and laugh at your misery.
I'll get it on screen share for you.
No problem. Just all right.
So you're like up to date, and you could possibly hear the game. There you go.
Alright, no problem.
Someone just says Discord cool jump scare. This is like tilt roll stuff. It's technically optional, but I want to get 100%, so I kind of got to do it.
Yeah, it's sheer stubbornness that's gonna get you through these stages.
Yeah, basically.
Don't worry, I completely get the feeling. There are many moments where I'm playing a game and the whole thing where it's like you're going through an extremely hard stage and you know that if you just put down the controller and went to sleep, you would be able to beat it first try the next day.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't do that whatsoever. If I'm stuck on a hard stage, I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to stay up for as long as I can until I beat this fucking level.
Has there ever been, like, a moment in a game you played where, like, you know, growing up, it was, like, the hardest thing in the world, and then you go back to it when you're much older and you're like, oh, this thing's a piece of piss. How the hell did I struggle with this before?
Oh, it was when I was, recompleting Super Mario Galaxy. The first time I played it, I was about, I don't know, I think I was about maybe, like, 10 or 11 years old, and it took me, like, maybe 2 months to get, through the game, because I was just really bad. But I wasn't able to get to the final boss because the disc started crashing on me. Ooh. And I couldn't fix it. So literally when I was right about to beat the finish line, the game just didn't let me, so I was absolutely devastated by that.
That's a hell of a blue.
But yeah, I know. But fortunately, I managed to get another copy of the game. I think it was a copy that was lended to us by like a family friend or something. And I just, you know, the autism activated and I was like, I am going to beat this game if it kills me. And I ended up beating the game in like 4 days.
Fair enough.
It was a blast. Yeah, I got substantially better than my last time.
No, does that also include the Luigi stuff?
I didn't complete the Luigi stuff, no. It was just like the main campaign of the game.
Damn, did you even truly beat Mario Galaxy at that point?
I don't know, but goddamn, when I beat that final boss, it sure fucking felt like it. I was like, I did it! I've completed my adventure.
And now people are adamant that Nintendo's making a Galaxy 3.
Oh god, what's making them think that?
Because they've been doing stuff with Rosalina.
Ah, I see.
You know, it's like, guys, Rosalina's in Mario Tennis! They're definitely making Galaxy 3.
I mean, given how she was treated in the second Mario film, I don't have high hopes if they were to ever make a third Galaxy game.
How
I'm glad the machine
loud
in the background agrees.
is that twat revving that bike?
I could almost picture the minuscule size of his penis.
I was about to make a small dick joke as well.
Every time, oh god, this is where I live. Fucking boy racers just love to like come around and just rev their engines like there's no tomorrow. And the only reason why you heard that was because the window's open, because you know, Ireland's still getting some pretty good weather, and I haven't felt the cold breeze of the wind in like a month.
Boy racers, huh, Jack? I wonder where I could find a video about the Irish life of racers, about people who bought cars. Where can I find such a video?
Yep, it's probably my worst performing video, which is a massive kick to the ego.
Worst, yay, maybe worst performing, but arguably it's one of your best.
Oh yeah, I fucking loved doing that video. For those who don't know, it's my newest video that I made for my channel. It's about like 2 months old now. Was a video that I made after watching a Irish animated show that was created by a friend of another YouTuber that I really liked. And what was great about that video was that I actually managed to get in contact with the content creator and managed to interview him to like give his whole perspective on like why he made the show and what like the messages he was trying to get across and everything. And yeah, just from making that video, I went down an entire rabbit hole about my own country's history and everything like that. It was a great time. It was really good. It was really fucking eye-opening.
Galaxy 3, Adventure 3, Ignoring 06, or Half-Life 3. Which one is going to come first in our lifetime? Look, I don't care what people say. Sonic 06 is Adventure 3. It just is.
It's the conclusion that nobody wanted, but you must accept.
It's like that meme where it's like they ignored the words of Christ because he spoke the truth or something like that. It's like 06 is Adventure 3. Did that guy ever see your video?
He did, yeah. He really liked it.
Nice.
He was, yeah, he made a whole community post basically, like, thanking me for the time that I spent on the video and everything like that, so that was very nice.
Yeah.
he was a very pleasant guy to chat to.
At the end of the day, isn't that what matters most?
Exactly, yeah. That's all you can really ask for as a content creator, where the artist of a work you're talking about actually appreciates what you have to say and things.
I remember, like, ages ago, I streamed Sonic Boom, and I had the wax in channel. I'm like, holy shit!
No, really, huh?
Yeah! It was like, oh, that's cool.
Damn, nice.
And, you know, they're good Sonic animator, so it's like, awesome.
Nice. You got bigger reach than you think.
Yeah, but only because it was a Sonic stream.
Yeah, but even so, you know. No need to diminish your wins when you get them.
You know I will. You know I don't want to give myself an ego.
Yeah, it's the whole little moral dilemma with an artist where it's like, I want to be proud of my work, but I also know a lot of people who get too egotistical about their work and how quickly that can spiral into something out of control.
I have
Like,
said
I
to
don't
Jack,
wanna-
Jack have asked me this. I've said to him, I was like, if I ever get egotistical about shit that I definitely do not deserve, you have every right to punch me in the face. Clobber there, Kirby.
Get fucked, bitch.
I should have done all the rewards. Clear without guarding. Yep, done that. I definitely clear without getting hit. Should I have used a specific power-up? I guess I'll wait and see. I got the homing bomb blueprint.
Ooh, that'll be handy.
Not as handy as you think.
Oh, but
Outside of goal requirements, I've never actually used the bombs in this. I don't like the bombs
really?
in Forgotten Land.
Oh no, DDD's up. Oh no, what's he gonna do?
Oh, I forgot to swallow his hammer.
Oh no, they captured your friend. What are you gonna do? No.
You know, Kirby, you could have, you know, inhaled.
Look,
Just
it's
saying.
dramatic for the plot. Don't question it. It causes drama.
I always love that shit where it's like, you know, when you think about what the character can actually do, kind of makes no sense of why they just didn't do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the one time they don't realize, you know, the one time they're not overpowered bullshit is when the plot demands it to be.
Oh yeah, like a big example I can think of was like in Sonic 2, where, you know, Eggman's like right next to the Master Emerald, and Sonic literally has nothing stopping him from just going Quicksilver to prevent Eggman from getting it. And it's like, look, some people can make the argument where it's like, you know, Knuckles probably would have stopped him or something, and it's like, the fact that Sonic didn't even try, he did not even attempt.
Or even in, like, the Mario Bros. Thing, where Peach could have just taken the star, but no, she kicks it to Mario.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's me a Bill McDDDs.
Yeah.
What do they sell there? Hot dog, taco, hamburger. Alright, it's got to beat King DDD's ass again. Got to swallow the hammer.
Alright, do your best.
You never played a Kirby game, have you?
I played, you were on the topic of, me and Henry going to Cornwall to visit you.
Yeah.
There was a brief period when Henry was staying over at mine. He allowed me to actually play this game for a little bit.
Alright.
Yeah, I played like maybe about 2 or 3 hours of Forgotten Land. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
I like you say he allowed you, as if you're like begging him or something. He's like, fine, guess I'll let you play.
Look, I understand men being very precious about their consoles. I get it. It's fine.
Did he let you play Hyrule Warriors as well?
He did, yeah. That game was amazing.
Sonic had a pebble in his shoe, that's why.
Oh yeah, of course. That makes so much sense.
Can you imagine? You're just ready to whack this thing. Like, whack a big bubble. And it was breathing fire on you.
DDD's just reached a place of acceptance where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Just throw whatever you got at me, man. It's fine. I can take
Random
it.
bullshit, go!
literally Kirby's entire like deal. If he can swallow it, he can do it. Like,
Damn,
all,
alright.
it's the philosophy of a Kirby game. Don't think about it too hard.
How would you describe Kirby? He swallows things.
Yeah. Little Puffball isn't a coward, I guess.
Why did Diesel 10 flash in my mind when you said Puffball?
Oh god. It's...
I'm just now imagining King DDD with like Diesel 10's voice.
My goodness, Jesus.
It kind of worked, not gonna lie, actually. And the more I'm thinking about it, because in the anime,
yes.
he did have that kind of like southern-like voice.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of close to Diesel 10's voice. Wasn't he originally planned to have like a Russian-style voice?
The proper history in regards to like Diesel 10's voice was the actor of Diesel 10, in case you didn't know, in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, he also voiced Gordon. And fun fact, he even actually went on to voice Gordon in All Engines Go, which is yeah, it's nice, even though it's a fucking travesty. But anyways,
well, that wasn't his fault though.
No, it's not his fault at all. Like, I'm not blaming the man whatsoever. Look, whatever puts money on the table, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
Anyways, so he was like messing around in the booth with Diesel 10, and he put on the voice that would eventually reach into the final film. And when he was like messing around with the voice, he didn't know that his microphone was working. He thought he was just talking to like the voice director. But Britt Alcroft, the creator of Thomas the Tank Engine, overheard the voice, and in his headphones, all he could hear was just, "Hey, could you do that voice again?" And from doing the voice again, he managed to land the role of Diesel 10. He's like, that's just so cute. I love that.
I do like accidental roles. It always reminds me of like John St. John, the voice of like Duke Nukem, Big the Cat.
Oh yeah.
Is like when he got the role of Big, Sega America basically went, all right, so you're voicing this cat. He's not exactly the brightest character. And as a joke, John St. John went, oh, he sounds like this. It's like, went perfect.
He's like, huh? What the fuck?
It's a snake. It's not a snake anymore. He's dead.
Oh no.
I just realized I need a ranger.
Kirby exposing kids to the futility of life and the sheer fragileness of mortality.
Bio!
Yeah.
I always love it when like fucking you know, it's like when you break down a game and it's like, this is very existential in a kid's game.
Yeah. That shit's always entertaining.
It reminds me of like how many films in the in like the mid to late 2000s were just like about the environment and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like fucking, you know, like Wall-E, Happy Feet by Technicality, Fern Gully.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were
Wasn't
all about...
Fern Gully like an 80s film?
I think it was late 90s. I'm gonna double check that.
Yeah, let me Google it very quick.
I think it was around the same time Aladdin came out, because I remember reading that like apparently Disney wanted to get Aladdin out of Fern Gully.
Okay.
Because he was like, you
Let's
know, doing
see.
2 roles at once.
Oh yeah, like Robin Williams. Oh, both of these films came out in 1992.
Okay, early 90s, my bad.
Yeah.
But
But
the point
yeah, I get your main point. Yeah.
But yeah,
environmentalism was a big thing in movies for like a very long time.
And then everyone stopped giving a shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of miss the magic of like early 2000s films. There's like a sincerity there that you just don't really see much of anymore.
Yeah. Although let's be honest, nowadays, if those films came out, they would absolutely be considered woke.
Yeah. Culture war shit has just rotted people's brains now, and it's just really fucking frustrating. Like, I can only imagine a film as poignant and as like emotional as Wall-E coming out, and then you just see these like fucking people going like, "Oh my god, this film's so woke."
Oh god, I just want to punch him in the face.
This is globalist propaganda. This is what would happen to the environment. It's like, Can we stop, please? Can we go back to actually enjoying films for their stories and not having politics that you agree with, por favor?
People have been calling like Deltarune Chapter 5, where it's like, oh, you can have a lesbian couple. It's like, where have you guys been since Undertale? Like, that's been a thing for ages,
yeah,
guys. Keep up.
What fucking, like, wasn't Undale whole thing? Was she gay? Or was, like, one of the characters gay for her?
Undyne and Alphys, you can make them a lesbian couple in the pacifist route. But there were also these two armored dudes called, like, Bro 1 and Bro 2, where they're basically a gay couple.
Yeah.
You polish one of their armor, and like he gets so sweaty he like takes his armor off, and like the other bro gets like very flustered, and he basically confesses, and like and bro was like, bro, he's like, oh no, it's just a joke, huh? It's just a silly joke, but like he's like, do you want to maybe get some ice cream together? And it's like, that's nice. And I had a smile on my face when I first saw that.
This is the kind of shit that like I see in various like gay stories. This is just, I know this is gonna sound very fucking wild when I say this, but this is why I can't be a bigot. Like, it's just, let me finish, right? The reason why I haven't gone down that route is because I see these stories and I'm just like, look, there's so much sincerity here, there's so much just like heart and passion, and, you know, like, so much, like, vulnerability in these stories that I just can't help but respect it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it reminds me of just, like, a lot of gay people that I've met IRL. Like, a lot of the people that I've met are genuinely, like, some of the sweetest people I've ever met. Like, I remember there's a particularly funny compliment that, a gay person gave me. My first ever relationship when I was 16 was with a girl. We dated for a year, but 6 months in, she found out she was gay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we broke up like on mutual terms, and like it was one of those relationships where our friendship kind of got stronger after the breakup because there wasn't like any pressure there.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was like literally like the best turn of events, and I think it was like maybe a few months later after we broke up. My ex basically just went like, oh yeah, I was gay like 6 months into our relationship and I was just too scared to tell you. And I just gave her a look going, I was friends with like all of your other gay friends and all this kind of stuff. Where did you think I was gonna like judge you or things like that? Is it because I make jokes? Like, I joke about everything. But it was one of the, it was like during our final year of school, and we actually had a tradition where we'd like go out for like a hot chocolate or something, because every Wednesday in my school it would end like on a half day, and I just had to stay in town for a while before I got my bus to get home. So me and my ex, we would just sit down and just chat about life at a cafe and stuff. And one of our conversations got very deep because this was like around the last few weeks of school, and like we were all gonna go our separate ways. And my ex said to me, and I shit you not when I say this, she said, Jack, if I wasn't gay, I would have asked you to marry me.
Aww.
And it's just one of those things, I'm just like, aw, Jesus, so sweet.
Why am I just suddenly thinking of that one fucking reaction image where it's like, as a black guy taking a selfie, he's like, oh, that's kind of cute, but in the mirror he has a gun to his head, like me knowing damn well I'll die alone.
It was one of those things where it's like, that is
Undertale
both the
woke,
sweetest...
is the sky blue?
For real, yeah. It's like, on one hand, that's like the nicest thing somebody's ever said to me. I don't think anybody's gonna, like, no one's ever gonna top that, I don't think.
Good that your current girlfriend doesn't watch these streams.
Love you, honey. Anyways, I gotta stay in that will, man. Stop! I'm losing my fucking train of thought. But on the other hand, I'm just like, I was just sitting there going, I literally could. I was so fucking close. I was so close to having a married life and all this kind of stuff, and I would have been fine. But you just turned out to be gay? Huh? Huh? Now, obviously, I didn't say that because that would just be mean.
You're like Trunks' internal screaming from Dragon Ball Bridged.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, that was just that and many other like small stories that I have in relation to people in the gay community. This is why I just can't take gay people. So a lot of y'all are too good. A lot of y'all are very sweet.
I have a, well, not an uncle, but like a family friend that, like, you know, I called my uncle because, you know,
he's just very close, yeah.
Yeah. He is gay, so like because I was exposed to that, I just thought it was just a normal thing. So I never understood homophobia. I was like, why do people not like gay people? Why is it wrong to like boys? My uncle likes boys, and he's really cool.
Yeah, it's more of like a thing where when I hear stories of kids and teenagers like living around like gay people and things like that, particularly like nice gay people, I find that like all those people that live in like those kinds of lives usually don't turn out bigoted, because when you're surrounded by like or like when you have experience with a minority like that, and a lot of that experience is positive, it's almost like impossible for bigotry to start forming.
Yeah.
Because just from lived experience, you know that a lot of the discrimination isn't true, or isn't like based off of evidence and things like that. And a thing that I notice quite a lot when it comes to, because I follow like a lot of fucking like right-wing Twitter accounts, because I like to get the other side of the story, because I'm fucking masochistic that way. A lot of their
video on his channel.
It's one of my best works. Take that out of context.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like anytime I'm like hearing these people like rave on and on about like, you know, their intense bigotries towards the gays. A common pattern that I see with them is that they don't, like, number one, they don't know any gay people personally. They just don't have any gay friends because they just refuse to fucking talk to them. And on the other hand, a lot of their opinions came from the fringe examples of the gay community, like, you know, having some bad actors and things like that.
Yeah, but
and from
got
that,
bad actors. That's the thing.
That's the thing I was getting to. It's just like, but because of like all of the negative exposure that they had towards this like skewed view of the gay community, that's where a lot of their bigotry forms.
Yeah.
Which is why I am a personal big fan of talking with people you disagree with, because all this kind of shit. And I know there's like a whole thing where it's like, you know, people respond to that going like, we can disagree about ice cream, but we can't disagree about human rights. It's like, look, I agree with that. But you are not going to change minds if you just stay in your little bubble and allow the bigots to stay in their own bubble. To cure bigotry, you talk to people.
But at the same time, you can't force people to talk, because that could.
No, obviously not. Like, obviously, this is like, you know, it's, you know, this is I'm not advocating for there being an option to do it, and, you know, I advocate for people to, you know, go a little bit outside of their sphere, just to, where even if your mind isn't changed, maybe your mind, you know, maybe you could be a bit more radicalized in your opinions and things like that. If you at least try to understand the other side and things like that, you'll just become a more well-rounded individual, which, you know, is always a good thing.
Yeah.
I would argue. But that's just me. That's my fucking bleeding red liberal heart crying out in anguish to a world that's gone fucking mental.
I'd argue it's been
fucking,
going
like,
mental
camping
forever.
shit is so the whole fucking like one side or the other shit's just it's beating me fucking like spiritually at this point.
Yeah, I love how sitting on the fence or just not caring is just not a thing. Like you must have an opinion by law.
Oh yeah, the whole like fucking silence is violence shit like really annoys me. It's like, heaven forbid I don't give out an opinion that is completely fucking uneducated on a subject I do not understand.
But also, if you don't have an opinion, then by proxy, you have the opposite opinion to them.
It's like, no, this isn't how this fucking works. Tribalism's a fucking disease. I thought as a first world society we have grown past this, but I guess not. We have not. It's just getting worse. Yay.
You know, going back to the topic.
Well, this conversation got very heavy.
That always happens whenever you're in the calls.
I apologize, I just have a lot of things to say. Whether I should say these things or not is up for debate.
I mean, good thing it's on my channel, not yours.
At least here you get my unfiltered opinions and this kind of stuff, I guess. Whereas, like, in my videos, it goes through, like, 10 different fucking drafts. Where it's like, my opinion's still there. I'm not saying that, like, you know, I fucking lie in my videos. I don't. But it is a whole thing where something that I would like to say has to be, like, filtered a little bit, just in case some people get the wrong idea.
Pikachu's for squares does a kickflip. that could be two things, because on Tony Hawk, you press the square button on the PlayStation to do a kickflip. That was your intention, right, Saf? Right, Saf?
Didn't know you were attracting so many bigots in this stream.
Oh god, I'll always remember this one guy in my my 2018 Sonic 06 stream. Can't remember who he was, but like you know, chat was good. And this one bloke, completely fine. He had like a picture of him and his missus in his profile picture, and someone commented saying like, yo, who's that in like you look cute in your like profile pic, and the guy went, that's not me, that's me and my girlfriend, correcting that he was the guy. And this dude immediately went fucking full tyrant, like, oh, go kill yourself, you don't deserve love, you like hard on. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's some unresolved mental issues.
Like, God forbid someone be in a happy relationship. Christ.
Oh, do I go down this fucking rabbit hole in this stream? I don't think you all deserve to hear this fucking rant. Like,
let's save that for later.
Yeah, sure. Let's try to keep this channel up in the internet, shall we?
I do remember one time in university and secondary school. This happened twice. I got confessed to by gay guys. And I'm just like, listen, it's not you. I'm not gay. It's like, I feel bad for turning them down, but I don't swing that way, you know?
It's I think I said this in one of my Paranormal Park videos, where it's like, now, if anybody is gay in this chat, feel free to correct me. There's a 100% chance that I'm wrong, but I feel like when you're a straight guy turning down a gay person, you're a really nice guy, but I'm straight is the like to straight men that'd be like, you're a really nice guy, but I don't see you that way.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably like the same thing. And shit, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry.
I just feel bad every time, because like, you know, it's like, okay, so
it's genuinely out of, like,
it's just
yeah,
like,
it's,
I can't reciprocate the feelings.
that's the whole thing. It's like, on one hand, it's like, you feel bad because obviously you don't swing that way, but it's like, at the same time, you gotta commend the fucking gay person for even, like, confessing, because, Lord, that's fucking hard.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I do not blame them for that, but it's like, I feel like the asshole for, like, turning them down, even though they probably absolutely understand, you know, like they probably were, you know, they may have been upset or like a little bit hurt, but you know, they probably don't like resent me for turning them down, because they understand I'm not, because they understand I am straight. But it's like, I feel like the asshole, like I feel the bad guy.
Yeah, I've heard like way too many stories from like gay people where when they're about to confess to somebody, like they always think, oh, this is just a big gamble on whether or not the person I'm confessing to is even gay or not.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that as a straight person I do not envy whatsoever. Though funny enough, there have been some times where I've confessed to a girl and they were like, sorry, I'm gay. And I'm like, fair enough. I said this at a gay bar, so I don't know what I was expecting. Anyways. How did I get here?
Best Treasure track, yeah, it is. I love that track, Sapphire.
But yeah, that's a whole thing where, like, given how like frequent rejection is for gay people, this is just like, yeah, this is why I fundamentally don't agree with the people that try to say that being gay is a choice, because why the fuck would you choose hard mode in life if it's hard enough already? You know what I mean? Like, you guys got it bad enough. Why the fuck would you choose an extra difficulty? Like,
remember my mum was like talking to me, is like, are you ever gonna get grandkids? Are you ever gonna get grandkids? I'm like, Mum, I'm still seeking therapy of the emotional torment my ex put me through. You really think I'm in the right mind to give you grandkids?
Yeah, you'd much rather be a well-balanced individual before you start spawning little mini-me's into the world.
Yeah, I can never see myself as a father.
That's fair. It's not for everybody.
But yeah, just
It's nothing to demonize.
Yes, but I've always said, you know, in my streams, everyone's welcome in my chats. Doesn't matter your origins, your preference, even your beliefs. You know, just everyone's welcome as long as you don't make a big deal about who you are and accept everyone else in chat for who they are.
Yeah, we like honest dialogue here. We like just kind-hearted stuff. Kindness goes a very long way, people. You greatly underestimate the power of kindness. Because I know the world is fucking beating it out of you, but like, it's fine. Keep it. Keep that kindness, because holy shit, we're losing it very fucking quickly in a lot of areas.
We like honest dialogue here. In fact, you could say we like bonding over the honesty.
Link in description. Just pull up like the fucking stream break.
Oh, what, you mean this one? You can't even see it.
It's fine, it's fine. I know the meme. Speaking of memes, God, that stream highlight you fucking made a while ago, that was so fucking funny.
That's probably one of the best fucking highlights on my fucking channel.
Bro, I've watched that shit like at least 3 times. I was fucking cackling the first time I saw it. So, well done. It's good shit.
I think I said it to Sapphire, like, I look forward for, like, people to, like, find it out of context and just call me, like, racist and stuff, even though one of the people who made most of those jokes, hi Sapphire, is black.
Damn, Sapphire, you friendly firing in this chat? What the fuck? Thought you were better than... Okay, I will not finish that sentence.
Everyone's welcome except people who refer Mario Party to Sonic Shuffle. Fucking LARPers.
Damn, bro. Preach. My boy woke up and decided to spit facts.
Damn, he speak the truth for real.
No.
Oh, I need it.
We're...
Would he respawn? Probably not. Fuck.
Roasted Jack.
Don't forget gay and autistic. That's extra points.
Oh god, stop.
Yeah, but we didn't make any autistic jokes about the Deadly Six, though. Just racism.
Yeah, fair.
But on to be fair, we did say that Xena would be homophobic, so...
Yeah, I see it. When I jumped into the call, we were briefly talking about, like, people supporting, stories just because they agree with, like, the politics of it. This reminds me, literally, like, just about 30 minutes ago, before I popped in, a mutual of mine had, sat me down, and we watched the infamous Angry Birds movie.
Oh, boy.
That, everyone in the fucking culture war is going like, yo, this movie's fucking prophetic and all this kind of shit. It's you know, it's telling a very powerful message. And I watched it and I'm like, this movie's just really nothing. This is like the most... They are, yeah. I don't know why, because I mean, apparently the second movie is like actually like pretty decent, but from what I've seen of the first movie, it's... You know, I literally stopped watching it like 30 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten like half the plot.
You know?
It's not a very good watch, I'll say that much. I've definitely seen... People say that it's the best right-wing propaganda movie that has ever been made. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say I've probably seen better right-wing propaganda movies than this one.
YouTube keeps lagging for me,
Just
so
saying.
I'm constantly behind. I just checked the stream health, Saf. Stream health's fine. I'm not getting any dropped frames on my end. I dare not say it's your fault, but it could be a Wi-Fi thing, maybe.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Then again, I wouldn't put it past YouTube to fuck up anyway, because, you know, that's just YouTube.
Yes, yeah, it's YouTube.
YouTube.
We expect incompetence.
It never works
Incompetence
for you.
until proven otherwise.
YouTube, it never works for you. Now, go pay for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a masterpiece, but I like it quite a bit. There is, admittedly, there is one joke in the Angry Birds film that I do get a chuckle at, where it's like, I can't remember the quote exactly, but I think it's like, would you kidnap kids? Would you? Would you? I mean, you look like you would, and it's just like a feminine bird just doing like a little finger wave.
Oh yeah, it was like the creepy huggy bird.
Yeah.
I was like, they made that joke like 6 fucking times in that movie. It's like, okay, it was still getting on my nerves after the second attempt.
Is it the Mime one called it? All right. Here's a bit of a debate. How do you guys feel about desert levels in video games?
I like desert levels. They're fun.
I hate desert levels. They're my least favorite biome.
So tell me why your opinion is so factually incorrect.
They're just visually dull. It's just sand. It's just sand everywhere.
But I guess it's like kind of like the appeal of it, though. You're going through a wasteland, but you're still going on an adventure.
What's the appeal of sand?
Well, I mean, we're on a desert level right now. It's not just completely sand. There's some ancient ruins and things like that. And through the sand, it tells a story of a paradise long lost. to
Ancient
time and
ruins? It
things
just looks
that.
like Mexico. It looks like if Mexico was just gone to a wasteland.
There was a joke there, but I used every single fiber of my being to stop myself from saying it. Don't, Jack. You're better than this.
Chat, ready your hashtags.
You're better than
If they do anything beyond the bare minimum, Mario Odyssey and Kirby Robobot, they are automatically good. Yeah, Toast Arena and Mario Odyssey was a dull one as well. I mean, the Jaxie was fun to ride, but that's it.
I would say that there's a desert level in Ratchet and Clank 2 that I actually really enjoyed. It's like the same basic premise of like, it's just a barren wasteland and stuff, but the way that they made the desert level a bit more fun was that Ratchet and Clank 2 has a bonus challenge where you just go off into the far ends of the desert just looking to kill enemies and things like that.
Yeah.
And every time you kill an enemy, you go back to this one character who will give you like a lot of money, so that you can buy like better upgrades and things like that. I think that was a clever example of a game using like a desert setting to its own advantage and things.
I suppose.
Because it becomes like a wild like treasure hunt for enemies and stuff. And sometimes when I was playing the stage, I would go like 10 solid minutes just running around in the sand, just not finding a single enemy to kill.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it's why I really like Dust and East 8, because there are no desert levels in them.
Yeah, East 8's literally just a fucking tropical paradise.
Basically. I mean, so is 10.
Which,
They don't get visually boring. Like, they do enough where you can recognize where each level is and stuff.
Which would you say is like your favorite biome when it comes to like level design?
I really like snow levels.
Really?
I don't like ice physics, but I love the visual prowess you could do with ice levels.
That's fair, yeah. Ice is a very beautiful like element, to be fair.
Yeah. Ice levels. Also, levels that... it's kind of a weird one to explain. Sort of like futuristic like levels where everything is like out to kill you.
I just call that like cyberpunk settings.
Okay, true.
Futuristic setting, I guess?
Yeah.
It's an easier way to describe it.
Yeah, no, but like ice levels are definitely my go-to. I love the Blackmore Mountains in Dust. Like those, like Those ones are really good.
That was a very good level, yeah.
Yeah, where you're like causing avalanches and stuff. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
Well, what were you? What's your like favorite level design?
I'd say fire levels. I really like fire levels.
So like volcano themes?
Yeah, like something to that extent. The reason why I love like fire themed levels is because usually it's a sign that you are reaching like the climax of a game's story, and because of that, because like fire is such a destructive element, there's this intensity to fire levels that just makes them like really fun for me personally, because not only is it now a case where enemies are out to kill you, the environment itself is out to kill you. And if you aren't careful, then an enemy wouldn't even have to touch you in order for you to die in that level. That's why levels like Melty Molten Galaxy in Mario Galaxy for me is like one of my favorite galaxies in that game, because it's not even enemies you have to worry about, it's just like the pools of lava that you just have to keep jumping over by the skin of your teeth. Dust also has a really good like volcano level where you're like building up to fighting Gaius. Yeah, that shit was awesome. I really, really liked that level.
That one I love more because of the fact you're not just navigating through the level, you're also like fighting Gaius' soldiers and like
yeah, that shit was so fucking great.
Like helping the Moonbloods like rebuild turrets and stuff. That was really good. And you know, when you take down the drones.
Oh. Yeah, the trailer shot, yeah.
It's...
First time I did that, I was like, yep, goated game. Fucking love this shit.
It is a pure fucking trailer shot, but I don't give a shit, because it's awesome that you could do it.
Yeah. Ori and the Blind Forest has a level, like, all about, having to complete something inside a volcano.
Oh, oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, that stage is... Yeah, and the reason why I love that stage is that yeah, you have to constantly be on your feet, because if you stand still for even a few seconds, the level just insta-kills you. And I love that. I'm like, yes, give me that challenge.
Music-themed levels are rare, but they're usually my favorite. Sonic Advance 2 and Crash 4 come to mind. Rise Star had a music-themed level, which I really liked. I don't... if you said it, then I apologize as I missed it. What's your least favorite type of level design? Like, level biome?
It's like, I'm inclined to agree with you that like desert levels would be like my least favorite, but I don't hate them, is the thing. It's like, I see the magic in desert levels, but if I was to choose like a inferior biome, then yeah, I'd probably say desert is like a thing where compared to other biomes, you definitely have to get very creative with desert levels in order to make them enjoyable.
Yeah.
Whereas like fire levels are just like, you're in a volcano, good luck. And it's like, alright, sick, I'm invested, fuck yeah. Maybe like water levels are something down for me.
I don't mind water levels, but it depends on how fun it is to actually swim in them.
That's the big, yeah, that's like the big factor, yeah. Because if the swim controls are great, then like, yeah, I'm more than happy to be in a water level. But if the swim controls are terrible, then it's like, I do not enjoy going into the water whatsoever. And the fact that like there are some games where you have to go in the water for a limited amount of time, that's when it gets really fucking insufferable.
Yeah.
The physics and all that, I get it, to add some realism, but at the same time, fuck off. I don't want 90% of my deaths in this playthrough just to be the fact that I just kept fucking drowning.
I feel like the music in water levels are very hit and miss.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's like Galaxy. You know, Galaxy's soundtrack is amazing, but some of the tracks, like underwater themes, are not that good.
Yeah, it's literally just like the main track, but with just like a filter put over it.
Yeah, or like they're missing some of the issues, like a boy-based galaxy. You know, it's very triumphant, bombastic, but when you go and it's just
Yeah.
like someone's got like a gag on a kazoo.
It's like, I get it. I know that this is the entire point of, you know, making the underwater theme sound like it's underwater, but stylistically, yes, I get it, but at the same time, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
I can respect the artistic and the artistry, but still have my criticisms. Yeah, you were talking about like Boy Bay Galaxy and its music being hit and miss. The example of like a Mario game having like a really good water level music is like Dire Dire Docks.
Oh yeah,
from Mario 64.
That's like the go-to choice.
Yeah. But even so, like it's a go-to choice for a reason.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, like, you know, you have to be a fool to not like Dire Dire Docks. Which I think in the fucking I think in like the Japanese soundtrack that I've got, it's literally just classed as underwater, like as like its track name.
Yeah, I guess the point across, I guess.
It always fucks me over in like the Galaxy soundtrack where like most of the levels are named after the galaxy names, but then There's Good at Galaxy was just called Egg Planet.
Nice. Man, at least you know which track it's for, you know?
I think I got you that CD for your birthday, didn't I?
You did, yeah. I've listened to it a few times, it's really good.
Gag on Kazoo gave me the wrong image. No, not gag on a kazoo, a gag on a kazoo. So the kazoo is the one with the ball gag.
Crazy.
You what?
Kazoo man's OnlyFans go crazy.
Okay. Ow, what the I got hit by a cardboard box.
The greatest enemy of Kirby, fucking cardboard.
Solid Snake was hiding.
This man takes Cthulhu to the face like on like every Tuesday, but a cardboard box, now that's true fucking power.
Hot take, Dire Dire Docks is an overrated 64 track. Cooper Road clears. How long should I put
Get 'em,
the
boys.
timeout for? Cooper Road is great, and the Galaxy 2 remix of Cooper Road is a phenomenal track. But don't shit talk Dire Dire Docks, Sapphire. We're all friends here after all.
She just said it was overrated.
He said it was overrated.
Sorry, I didn't mean to misgender.
I accidentally do it to him all the time because of fucking Sapphire from my fucking book.
I'll be honest, that's the exact same reason why I do it, but...
Yep.
Sorry, buddy. No hard feelings.
I imagine Sapphire would just like fuck with me more one day, just like changes his like profile picture to an image of Sapphire. Oh, dearie me. Gotcha, bitch.
No enemy escapes unscathed.
No witnesses.
Exactly.
I felt a
$1
gun
bounty on
to
this
my
little
anus
puffball's
right
head.
there.
Well, damn. Okay, then.
I was like, damn, we know you're gay, but that's too gay even for us.
Oh, dear.
Jack is considering if he wants to be part of the stream.
Damn, that audio editing looking real fucking tempting right now.
Yeah, I'm only 500 pages away from done. I can do more work.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
How much is it going to piss you off that, like, the video editing itself is going to be nowhere near as long as it takes to audio edit?
I have no idea, because I don't know what's like the way I'm actually gonna go about the editing of the of I'll Change the World. Because like with the film, you know, I just have to do like still images, like just what I did with 2006 Death Note. But for the book, I'm conflicted on what I should do.
I brought
like
up the idea of you doing like stills, like drawing stills.
That's my thing, right? On one hand, because I had an idea where it's like, this is like the lazy route, I probably won't even do this, but it's like, I was thinking of finding a copy of L Change the World, like just online, but I found like the original Japanese like version, just so that I could just put that on the screen, just have it like, you know, move around a little bit, and then put quotes here and there whenever I'm doing it. But I'm like, that's real fucking lazy, that doesn't sound like me. Then, I was going with your idea, and I was thinking, what if I just drew certain scenes from the chapter and just time-lapsed it? Just so that when I'm talking about the chapter, you can just see me draw.
Oh. No, I didn't think of that.
I mean, it could be, it could be visually interesting, but at the same time, I'm like, God, the fucking effort. The fucking effort, man.
An entire fucking Danganronpa parody for your 2006 one, and that's the effort, is it?
Yeah, it's 6, like, how long was that bit? It was like 4.5 minutes?
I think it was like 3 minutes, I think. You can always check your artist channel. You uploaded it there separately.
Oh yeah, let me double check. Yes, on one, yeah, this is the constant battle with me and why my videos take so fucking long to make. I have the easy route to go lazy, and I just never take it.
I think that's just
never
autism.
take it.
I think it's just autism in a nutshell.
Yeah, autism and fucking horrible self-criticism. Oh yeah, that's the Danganronpa twist, 3.5 minutes. Bang on. I mean, I could just make it funny, where it's like, the drawings are just intentionally bad. Like little meme drawings.
Well, like, the way I imagine is, like, you know, you just have, like, a basic small scene, and, you know, you just, like, move them around like a motion comic or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
But a time-lapse would be interesting.
Yeah, just something to do, but it's like, at the same time, I'm doing, like, oh, the time-lapse is really, like, it's an interesting idea, but as I'm listening to the audio, I'm just like, man, a drawing would be really good for this part. A drawing would be really good for this part. A drawing would be really good for this part. I'm like, great. Every chapter has at least 5 drawings. That would be really good. I'm like, there's like 30 chapters in this fucking book. Fuck off.
I remember when, like, you and I were reading the... Well, I say you and I were reading the books. I was mainly doing the reading. And you...
Fuck you. I was doing the reading as well. We took turns in chapters.
Did we do that for the BB murder cases, and then I pretty much did most of the ones for L Change the World?
I think it was like we took turns like every chapter or so, but there were some times where I'm like, I just can't be fucking arsed to talk tonight. Just you do it.
I'm lazy, you do it.
For real, I'm fucking making the videos.
I'll use a color, but it's okay. But yeah, I remember like you had like the book. No, sorry, I had the book, and you had an online version of the book, and you were like, "Why is there hair here?" And I'm like, "What?" And you just showed me a screenshot where someone scanned it. There was just a random strand of hair there.
Yeah, that really bothered me.
It was only there for 1 page.
Yeah, it was only there for 1 page. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? Why? There are some moments in that book that are just genuinely like it's both like the stupidest shit I've ever read, but it's also like the funniest shit I've ever read at the same time.
I remember we were reading like the fucking climax of the chapter, and like there was like one point I just went, "What is going on in this story?"
Oh yeah, there was a whole thing that like upon a reread, I made it so much fun. You know Surga, like the FBI agent,
yeah.
that like was with L. He was barely in the film, but he was like fucking like Naomi Misa 2.0 in the book. When L was like talking to Kujo about like, you know, change your ways and things like that inside the plane, Surga never got in. He never got inside the plane. He had just been clinging to the fucking wing for dear life for like the past 15 minutes.
Did I not point that out in the original? I swear I would have.
I think so, yeah, but it was like only when Matsuba like fell out and Kujo fell out with him that Surga finally went in the plane. I was like, Surga, where the fuck have you been? What have you been doing?
Oh my god, like, if you ever describe that, you should, like, redraw that scene for, like, Mission Impossible where, like, Tom Cruise is clinging to the side of the plane as it takes off, but just, like, draw your interpretation of what Surga would look like.
Yeah, I should do that. That'd be funny. God.
But yeah, like that whole shit with the plane was just like, what the fuck? And it was like the hot air balloon. It's like, what the fuck did they get a hot air balloon?
L just has a hot air balloon because he's L. This is like the magic of the book. There's just so much wild shit happening, but it's like, you get to a certain point where because L is L, you're like, okay, I just don't question this shit anymore. Whatever.
It just sounds as stupid as like that time when Thanos had a helicopter.
Oh yeah.
The fucking Thanos copter, like, God bless comics, I swear.
Mm-hmm. They're never short for ideas. We'll give them that.
But Jesus Christ, they're insane sometimes.
That's like the magic of it. Sometimes you just gotta appreciate the insanity.
Yeah, I suppose, but I still prefer manga. If I want insanity, manga knows where it's at, because the insanity is like something that you can actually kind of laugh at.
I think like one of the things I was saying, whereas like I was describing the fight scene between L and Hatsune like on the plane wing, and like the fucking weird shit that L had to do to like get on top of the wing. And I think I said in my script where it was like kind of the magic of Death Note is how grounded the storytelling is in like things like that. And then to see this scene that wouldn't be out of place in a fucking Baki show.
Oh my god, you
just kind of took me out of the immersion a little bit.
You just totally draw L in like the Baki style, like just for like one frame.
Yeah. It's like, ow.
A back credit card? Yeah. It is always like DC, like comic superheroes I can never vibe with, because they just always have that amount of like disbelief where it's like, why am I supposed to take these guys seriously again? Yeah, it's like Green Lantern. I have a headache. I'm going to use my ring to imagine myself a painkiller so I won't have this headache. Like, how the fuck and why the fuck? I don't know. The only like superhero I actually give a shit about is Spider-Man. Even then, I'm not even gonna watch his new film because fuck Sony.
Yeah, I've said this before in like maybe 1 or 2 streams, but like my fucking disconnect for superhero movies is just like the shit all ended with Endgame.
Yep.
Like Doomsday and stuff, like they'll do a fucking Hail Mary with that movie, but I'm not gonna go say it. Like not by myself anyway.
not by myself and not willingly.
This is like, yeah, it's gonna be like the only way that I'm gonna be seeing this film is if like a friend wants to see it with me or my family goes to see it, because like my family did go and see Endgame when it came out.
I saw Endgame when it came out and I liked Endgame. I think it was fun.
Endgame's one of those films where it's like it's a good time. Like it's a good time, but when you start really thinking about the plot, it's like, oh god.
I mean, you know, preaching to the choir, but that fucking like girl power moment was quite cringe.
Yeah.
Like that ain't even me being sexist. That was just a fucking cringe ass moment. Because it was just so unneeded. He's like, don't worry, she's got help. And just like every single female superhero is there. It's like, you don't need to prove anything. We already know they're badass.
It's like, we got this. We had fucking Wanda in the last movie fucking killing some nameless goons with like 2 buzzsaws, and the shit was great. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is Marvel that ironically got me a bit burnt out of like the superhero shit, because they were heavily overusing them a bit too much.
Yeah, because there was a brief period of time where like roughly after Endgame, I think they were releasing like 3 Marvel movies a year.
Jesus.
Or something to that effect or something like that. And it was like, yeah, it wasn't gonna work out. And like what made it even worse is like not only were films coming out, but like TV show after TV show were coming out as well. And I just found it really funny when Marvel at the start, or defenders of like Marvel and shit, were saying the shows don't matter. You don't have to watch them to appreciate the films. Then Doctor Strange came out and went, hey yo, Wanda's evil now. Why is she evil? Go watch the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great. He's like, I was just waiting for that time where the excuse just was no longer gonna fucking work. Because do you know in the movies, like not in the movies, do you know in the shows we have scrolls now? Do you know what scrolls are?
No, actually, I don't know.
Scrolls are imposters of Marvel characters.
What?
Right? And they're just people that can do like carbon copies. They're aliens, sorry. They can do like carbon copies of Marvel superheroes and things like that. Did you know that the Falcon in the Endgame was a scroll
Oh,
the entire
piss
time?
off.
Falcon, as we know, not Falcon. What's his fucking name? Don Cheadle's character. War Machine. Sorry. Yeah, War Machine. He's a scroll. He's been dead all this time. So you know the person who was crying over Tony Stark's dead body? That wasn't even him.
I love retroactive.
Ridiculous. Yeah,
cons.
I hate this shit. I hate it so much. It's like, great, this is probably going to be a big plot point in Avengers Doomsday. Fuck off. I hate this shit so much.
Lost and Found Souls. Welcome. I'm close to 100%. I'm 99%. Awesome. I hope you're enjoying your time with the game. Adam says, I know I'd be great for this topic for comics, but this is all I'll say in chat. Let despair consume being.
Let despair consume being. Maybe that's a quote from a comic I haven't read.
Probably. Hey, we're nerdy. We ain't that nerdy. We're too much of being weebs.
Maybe it's a quote from Berserk, I don't know. Like,
he is reading Berserk.
it's a good story. It's a very good story. Very hard, but like, you know, very like dark and shit, but I think it's worth the read.
I've seen like the big, thick hardback books, which look really cool.
Oh yeah, like Berserk gets like the fucking best treatment on the planet, and rightfully so. It's like the grandfather of fucking dark fantasy. Like you wouldn't get like Dark Souls or anything like that if it wasn't for Berserk.
I think there was like a class in Final Fantasy XIV that was heavily inspired by Berserk. No, there was, because I remember when the creator unfortunately passed away, all people of that class in Final Fantasy XIV like pretty much stood in a line in the main lobby in respect for him.
Yeah, that was very wholesome.
Yeah, like Marvel, I feel is at the point where it's like you could just stop now, like in terms of like.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna be. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell they're gonna be doing after Avengers Doomsday, but like, this is very mean for me to say, but I hope to God that film fails.
Damn.
I just want it. I just need Marvel to have like one final horrible loss for them to just go, all right, we're done. Let's just try again another time. It's like, thank you. We've been telling you this for the past 10 fucking years.
But Jack, don't you have a heart for all those millionaires who already made their millions on the films already?
Fuck off. You'll find more work. Get standards for your fucking scripts, my god.
It also didn't help that, like, you know, because of Marvel's success, there was so many blatant copycats, like, of just like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you guys remember
the DCU?
The Dark
That
Universe?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That's literally one movie.
Yeah, because it flopped so hard thanks to Tom Cruise's own incompetence and his ego.
Yep.
And they had so many plans, but they never fucking came to fruition because the mummy was dog shit.
Mm-hmm. And the DCEU, that lasted for 3 movies, sorry. With fucking Man of Steel, then Batman vs Superman, and then Justice League.
Yeah, I love how like they retroactively made Man of Steel part of the DCEU, even though that was not its intention originally.
No, it wasn't, no.
Which I thought Man of Steel was okay. I know people don't like it, but I thought it was fine.
I've actually never seen Man of Steel.
Yeah, it's alright. Has what's his face? Ramona's third Evil X.
Henry Cavill?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Not trying to spoil anything, but you unlock the Morpho lands when you beat the... Oh, no. Lost and Found. This is like, what, my 4th playthrough. Like, I bought the Switch 2 version as well. Which is why this is 60 frames per second. Trust me, dude. I know this game.
He's got it, fam. It's...
I appreciate you, dude, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. And now watch me fail this game that I played so many times.
Yeah, exactly. The Let's Play curse will start kicking into overdrive with that confidence. It's always inevitable. It's bound to happen.
It's like you know, it's a game you're confident in because you played so much of, but the moment you start playing in front of someone, you just keep failing, and you're like, was I always this shit?
Yeah, I know, it's the most frustrating shit on the planet.
Yeah, like you just come off as a LARPer, believe it or not.
I know, it's the worst shit ever. It's like, no, I promise I'm good.
Yeah. It's like, I love the East series. I start failing at like the simple parts of the East games. And it's like, I thought you liked this series. Like, I do!
I do. I just... Cold Fate. I promise, I swear.
It was just cold today. Sun was in my eyes. Fuck you.
Sun in my eyes. Fucking like it's a pitch black room. No sunlight whatsoever.
Croissant emoji. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Somewhat, my mate, Joe, like, I went to his after I finished Proud Nordics. And, like, Proud Nordics improves everything over the first East game. Over the original East 10. Despite that, I had to buy again. So many quality of life improvements. Like, I was happy playing it all. And he said, do you prefer it over 8? And that was the hardest question I ever had to answer. And I still can't answer it.
Is it just that like both games are like just that good?
They're both amazing in their own right, is the thing. It's like,
right.
I love 8 for its story, and I love it for its combat, and the fact that it has a double jump, jokes aside. But I love 10 for the ship combat. It's a gorgeous looking game. Like, even by Switch 2 standards, it's fucking phenomenal. The characters, but it's like, I can't choose. Like, you can put a gun to my head, I'll just ask you to pull the fucking trigger.
But does East 10 have a twist villain moment?
No.
You hesitated there for a second.
It does, actually. But it actually works.
Ah, so there's a difference between the two.
It's not half-assed like the Nameless Ripper bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It does actually have a twist villain, and I won't go too much into it because I am playing it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we're not got to that part yet, but yeah, it does. I'm stuck on the Waddle Dee where you have to beat Twin Wild Frosty without taking damage. I still fail and will tack up speed boost. Also, I fully upgraded Morpho Sword, so I'm even more bullshit. I did it earlier. I used Dragonfire. Dragonfire and dodge at the right time. So you know you gotta like slow down. Did you say something just then, Jack?
Keep your distance, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dark Souls is shit.
Morpho Sword is good, but sometimes the sword isn't the answer for everything.
Yeah.
You know, I genuinely can't choose if I prefer 8 over 10. Like, if you ask me between 8 and original 10, I definitely say 8. But Proud Nordics, it's really good.
I see.
Like, it is one of the new games. Like, I have said where it's like, you know, if you want to get into the East games, you can start with Origins 1 and 2 or 8. But now I'm adding 10 to that because you can absolutely get started with 10 if you want a more modern game, and you'll be completely fine. I definitely can't choose between the soundtracks because, oh my god, the fucking East soundtracks are amazing.
Fair.
Although I'm fucking pissed because like they released some exclusive tracks to Proud Nordics. They won't release it digitally.
Bastards.
They only have like it's like 12 new tracks. They only have it on a CD that's like valued at like 60 fucking quid.
It's annoying.
I think the real problem is I'm too greedy with my heads. If you use the Wild Dragon, you will inflict burn on them. So the Frosties will keep taking damage. as you're keeping your distance. So definitely go for Fire Dragon.
Speaking of Ys, actually, my plan is for when I finish my I'll Change the World video and I get another chapter of Shadows out, I'm gonna be taking like a month-long break from content creation because I just fucking need it.
Yeah.
So, I guess I was just wondering, like, around that month break, we could always go back to Ys 8 because, back in the day we were definitely playing a lot of it.
We still need to finish Ace Attorney.
That's true. We can't just yet.
We need to discuss more.
Why is my entire life just, you want to get to that good place? Just do this project first. Rinse and fucking repeat for the past 4 years.
We could finish Spirit of Justice and then finish off East 8 before going to Great Ace if you want to do that.
I suppose, yeah.
But the problem is, I think we're having way too much fun discussing Emma and Nayuta's wedding that it's going to take a while for us to finish Spirit of Justice.
It's not fair.
But we're getting so many good ideas.
Yeah, this is my struggles in life. I know, I'm extremely privileged. Shut up.
Yeah, but I need the teleport dodge and Morpho Sword. No, you can just dodge normally, because you have iframes when you do a dodge.
Look at that Kirby. Keep moving.
Yeah. It's literally all about timing. And, when you're playing enough East like I have, you can time your dodges well enough.
I was about to say, like, going from East to Kirby is like, Jesus, fucking Pep's like... Fucking East has basically made you master the dodge.
Wait, I forgot they were evil, put sleep power-ups there.
Bastards.
Sleep, in case you don't know, Jack, is a joke power-up.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
Yeah, you take it and you just fall asleep instantly. It serves no purpose. But funny enough, it can get upgraded.
What the fuck? What's the power-up? Sleep paralysis demon? Like...
You can choose when the narcolepsy kicks in.
What's the final power-up? Like coma? Game over, like restart from where you went. It's like, oh no.
you take the sleep power up and you just flatline.
Yeah.
Fucking
you see like the percentage number of like your completion file like going down every so often. It's like, no, fuck.
Why did I wittingly choose this?
What the fuck? That'd be the most cruel fucking way to power up that ability.
That'd be a hell of a joke power up though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, for real.
Like
I
those
beat Kirby with the upgraded sleep ability. It's like, you monster, you couldn't.
Like those games that have like those joke endings, those joke game overs.
Oh yeah.
Super Paper Mario has one where like if you don't accept the prophecy and you keep saying no, Merlin just goes, well then I guess we're doomed. And it just cuts to a game over.
Danganronpa, like the first game, had a very like strange joke ending.
Oh yeah.
Basically the entire, I've told you the story of Danganronpa. Yeah, you're like, it's kind of like you just students in a school. They have to be involved in this killing game. They have to kill each other. Make sure they don't get caught and everything like that. Basic plot. In the fourth trial of that game, there's a moment in the trial where you basically have to lie in order to get out of it. But if you tell the truth and one of your party members gets killed, the bad ending is that you never escape the school and the students inside start having children together. It's a very fucking...
Okay.
It's a very, very strange Japanese ending, and yeah, suffice to say, the moment you see that like finishing shot, it cuts back to the main character going like, no, I can't have this happen! So it's like, okay, fair enough.
Bollocks. Trust Japan, huh? Like only in Japan, I swear. I think I'll actually go insane if I beat Twin Wild Frosty. I don't want to be that guy lost and found, but, you know, the fact that you only relied on one power-up and not tried any of the others, kind of your fault.
So, not to victim blame here, but you can see what other powers you're good at, buddy.
Not to victim blame, but you kind of suck. Now, thank you for watching.
We are joking, of course.
We. I love the silence that followed that.
We are joking, right? I mean, I'm joking. Like, I guess I can't speak for you. Like,
fucking Anakin Skywalker meme was like, "Yeah, you're joking, right? You're joking, right?" Oh god. Yeah, joke endings are really good when you can tell they're just having a lot of fun. I've always had like an idea for if I was to ever get the chance to do like an Honest Bonds like game as like an RPG or something, because the whole idea of like Honest Bonds is that he's telling the story to someone in like a police interview.
yeah.
And something I've always wanted to do was like, if you were to ever get a game over, you would hear his voiceover go, "And then I died." And when you hit continue, the interviewer just goes, "Mr. Trimpton, please take this seriously." It's like, all right.
No, where was I?
Yeah, like just over there, it was like, "And then I died." And you continue, "Wait, no I didn't, I'm still here." Yeah, just stuff like that. A good fun to have, I suppose you could say. Oops.
Oh, no.
But you say you can't see the series as a game at all, non-believer.
I apologize for my heresy, I guess.
I apologize for my objectively correct opinion. Not my fault at the time, right?
Look, man, I'm just a specific kind of mind. The moment I see something in one adaptation, I'm like, well, till I'm proven wrong, it's the only way to view the story.
Yeah. All of these enemies were 3 days away from retirement, by the way. Oh, yeah, okay, right. I want to ask you something. I'm not sure if I've asked you this question before, but, right. You know the whole sub-dub debate in anime, right?
Uh-huh.
Subbers argue that sub is the correct way to watch anime because you're watching it in Japanese, which means you're watching it the intended way to watch the anime. You're watching how the anime is intended it and how the creators intended it, right? If there was an anime directed by an English person, would dub or sub be the correct way to watch it?
I assume dub. Like,
Well,
if it, like, was it,
animated by Japanese?
is it a whole thing where it's like it was dubbed first in Japanese and then English, or was it dubbed first in English and then Japanese?
Let's say, you know, animated by Japanese and then dubbed in, you know, made for the Japanese dialogue first because it was animated in Japan, and the dub follows soon.
Well, I feel like in that instance, I feel like there'd be no truly wrong way to watch it, because, you know, the Japanese fans get, you know, their version, and the English dub, if it's made by an English creator, you know, the English people get their exact vision of, sorry, the exact story, because the creator was English.
I spoke to my Japanese friend about the whole like sub-dub debate. She found it fascinating, but she also said it was kind of pointless.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of pointless at the end of the day, but it's like, you know, it's one of those like fun conversations to have.
Yeah, she does appreciate the fact that anime is popular overseas. Like, you know, the fact that people do enjoy it, but she does get a little bit confused about the debates.
Yeah, which is perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, sub purists. There are just some dubs that are better than the sub.
Sorry. I feel like it entirely depends on the genre.
You think so, yeah?
Yes, I feel like when it's like over the top comedy, you gotta go for sub because we can't do that same level of hyper dramatic laughs that they do.
I suppose, yeah.
But when it's wordplay, it's gotta be dub because if you're if you're reading subtitles, the punchline's just gonna go straight over your head. Whereas,
right, yeah,
with a dub, you can get the jokes to land better. Like you get more you can get a good laugh because oh, I heard it, now it works. And they can word it so it makes sense for English viewers. Whereas like if you just watch it in sub and they have specific wordplay that only Japanese people will get, the joke's going to be lost. And yes, you could argue that it's like censorship in a way because they're changing the script. At the end of the day, if it's a comedy, they kind of need to change the jokes so the other language can understand,
I guess, yeah, there's like a bit of a debate in there.
But not everything needs to be subbed. I will forever hate Funimation for dubbing Game Center Girl because holy shit, why did they think that was a good idea?
What's Game Center Girl?
It's well, it's one of those ones that it's like, you think about it, it's like, oh, that's nice, but it's got a questionable plot stops to it. But it's basically about a girl who has come from England to move to Japan with her family, and she frequents one arcade, and a worker there basically unintentionally confesses to her when he didn't mean to, when he just helped her get a gift, like a stuffed toy that she tried to win at like a crane game. And he used a reason that's like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. And he learned that Valentine's Day has like a different meaning in England than it does in Japan, basically. But the point is, in that scene, he speaks in English, Valentine's Day, knowing that she'll be able to understand that because her Japanese isn't perfect. In the fucking dub, they just go for a stereotypical British accent for him when he tries to communicate with her. Like, instead of like, instead of changing the script, like maybe she's from France or something, he just goes like, why am I giving this to you? It's Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Because as we know, nobody can understand the English.
Yeah, and like, I was like, Jesus Christ. I couldn't watch beyond that because holy shit, that was atrocious. But the fucking
that's borderline insulting.
Yeah, but the fucking like anime itself, it's like once you get past that catchable plot, get the fact that like a 13-year-old girl is kind of hoping that an 18-year-old guy falls in love with her. It's okay. It has moments where like you can tell the author actually did their research. Like I think that I think it was like her birthday, and there was like British food, and they had like actual Cornish pasties, side folded pasties.
Oh, nice.
And like she really loves Marmite, like straight up Marmite. I'm like, holy shit, that's actually Marmite. Oops, hit the mic.
Insane, ain't so.
So I was like, interesting. All right. End of the day, you'll recognize an actor's voice and have your immersion broken for a few seconds either way. I'm victims of Yuji Naka and Bryce Papenbrock. Yuji Naka, the Sonic creator?
No, Yuji Naka might be like a voice actor from the Japanese side of things. I know Bryce Papenbrock, he's fucking, he's Adol.
He is, and Silver the Hedgehog.
Yeah. And Eren Yeager. And basically any other fucking shonen protagonist. Or seinen protagonist. It's like a teenage boy.
I think Bryce Papenbrock, Patrick... Oh, Patrick, what's his fucking name? The guy that voices
Patrick
Jiren.
Seitz. Yeah, Patrick Seitz.
Yeah, he's sort of... He's kind of the victim of what I call Dan Green syndrome, where he kind of has one voice.
But like Dan Green, it's a good voice, so you don't really care.
Yeah, but it's like, when he was voicing Zavok in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, I heard him talk and I was like, that's fucking Dogi and Jiren.
Yeah, I'd argue his best role was Dio from JoJo. That man was fucking born to play Dio. There was like a point in time where it was actually quite interesting with the the dub of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because I know you don't give a shit about JoJo, but let me just fucking be autistic for a second.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
Just in case. In part 3 of JoJo, there was a point in time where Matt Mercer, he was the voice of part 3 JoJo, like Jotaro in part 3. He couldn't do like the stand cry sounds for a while. So what they had to do was that whenever Star Platinum, which was like Jotaro's superpower basically, whenever he showed up and someone had to do like the battle cries, they got Patrick Seats to do it. Because
Really?
Patrick Seats had, yeah, because he had experience, you know, because he just has that much experience like voicing like, doing fast words angrily, which is basically the best way to describe Star Platinum. And yeah, there's a few episodes where Patrick Seats was the voice of Star Platinum, but then Matt Mercer got better at it, debatably. And look, I'm just gonna say Patrick Seats he hits different. Anyways, but yeah, they tried again with the dub, and basically Matt Mercer then went back and redubbed like all of Star Platinum's like war cries and things like that.
Okay.
And since then, ever since Jotaro, like every time Jotaro appears and Star Platinum appears, Matt Mercer does the cries.
I heard that one of the JoJo dubs, they, I don't know which part it was, but they actually referenced Team 4-Star.
Oh, did they?
One of the characters says crap baskets, which the writers admitted it was a Dragon Ball abridged reference.
Ah.
But yeah, like it's cool they actually went through it and like redubbed, you know, because Matt Mercer was able to shout it better.
I mean, like, maybe that was the story. I don't know what the actual story is. That's just what I'm guessing happened. So, you know, my whole story, take it with a pinch of salt, of course. But, yeah. There are some clips out there where they do, like, comparisons between Matt Mercer and Patrick Seats. And it's just like, Patrick Seats, his war cries are so fucking good.
Jiren and Zavok have the same amount of boringness. They should get coffee. I love how people just say how great Jiren is. He's really not that good. He just sits there for the majority of the Tournament of Power.
But he's complex. He's interesting.
Fuck the complexity. He's boring.
He's interesting. He's complex. You don't understand.
Oh, his weakness. He doesn't know fucking teamwork. Boo-hoo.
It's all because of trauma.
Fuck his trauma.
Interesting.
Trauma gonna be solved with therapy. It's like when people make like Vegeta to be like a badass in Zed, when like for the majority of it, especially during like the Namek saga, he was just running away all the time.
Yeah, that's.
You know, it's like, oh, the Ginyus are here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Frieza's ship instead of fighting the Ginyus.
Yeah, because you understand, it's like, yeah, I can't fucking fight these guys. They're way too strong.
Yeah, but the point is, he's not the badass that people say he is, when he's just fucking running away half the time.
It's not running away, it's tactically retreating.
Bullshit, is it? Fucking tactical retreat. If that's a tactical retreat, then I'm a fucking strategist. I'm a fighting savant.
Yes.
Alright, I didn't do the no damage run. I don't know if I even got the clear time. Hit 3 of the handmade Kirbys. I've done that. Clear within 2. Okay, so I haven't done the clear time and haven't done no damage. Okay, that's what the Meta Knight Sword's for.
Alright. Fuck him up.
No mercy.
Get him, boy.
Meta Knight Sword in this case is very handy for a better distance, because he's spinning around a lot, so I can easily just get some good distance shots. Better, because I think if I use Fire Dragon, his spins will snuff out the flames.
Ah, I see.
Yes, they put effort in the game sometimes.
Holy shit.
Is there ever a game you've seen where like you see the extra detail go in for something, and you realize and you're like, why would you go to that much detail for something probably no one's going to care about?
Probably like all the backgrounds in Cuphead.
That's fair enough. Oh, speaking of like...
literally that entire game is just like, yo, you didn't have to try so hard, but I really appreciate the fact that you tried so hard.
No, speaking of Cuphead, have you heard that... Are you familiar with the Samurai Pizza Cats?
No, what are they?
It's an old anime from like the 90s. I think like early 90s. But they announced, a game was announced. I think either last year or the year before last. All the voice actors are returning. Like voice actors in their like 60s, and one even in his late 80s, who's not voice actor 2005, are returning. And I remember like it came to my mind recently. I was like, did that game ever came out? And I found their Twitter. They're doing like hand-drawn, cel-shaded animation.
Fuck off.
Dude, I'll see if I can find the tweet that I sent to Henry, because it is insane. Like, I found just a GIF of just like what they were doing, and it's like, holy shit, the effort they're going into. Let me just paste. Like, look at that. That proves they are hand drawing all of the animations. Like, even the backgrounds are hand drawn.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's basically Cuphead Mark II.
Glad to know that Cuphead paved the way.
But the fact they're bringing in the original voice actors as well, that's awesome.
That's some dedication, absolutely.
Like, have you seen the trailer at all?
I haven't, no. I've never heard of this show, so...
I can show you, like, the intro, so you can get, like, an idea of how the animation is, and then I can show you the game trailer, because you can see, like, how they effortlessly recreated the animation style.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even they said, whereas like one of the characters straight up said, like, even the old voice actors are returning for this, and I was like, no fucking way. And I checked up, and son of a bitch, there they are.
Still kicking.
But like, they sound exactly the same. Like, it's like age has never caught up with them, and I think that's just awesome.
That's sheer fucking talent.
Yeah. You know, Silly Dillo, you can't move. You were just standing there taking my hits.
Like, I mean, but why do you look like that?
Was that Silly Dillo or Kirby talking?
It's like Silly Dillo. Like, why do you look like that?
Why you got that mask? No, say hi to my wife.
She's shy.
She has social phobias. Oh, that was close.
Oh, that was way too close. Jesus Christ.
That was a fine fucking line there. He has another wife. He's two-timing her.
Polyamorous bitch. That's what you get. Respect tradition, you fucking heathen. Hedonist.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve and Eve and Eve and Eve and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve to the power of 4. Adam and Eve cubed.
Squared.
Adam and Eve, Eve. Alright, there we go. And we're at a good spot to call it. So, Jack, do you have any closing words you want to say before I end the stream proper?
Wish me luck with the audio editing, I guess. Hopefully I can get that done in the next, couple of days.
Alright, well. This has been Kirby and the Forgotten Land for the Nintendo Switch 2. If you guys like what you see on this, be sure to let me know down below. Next time we come back to this, we will be exploring the Redgar Forbidden Lands and seeing who could be behind everything and rescue Elfalin. But that would be next time. For tomorrow, I will either be continuing East 10 or I'll be doing a first look stream of Splatoon Raiders. I'll do a coin flip and see what comes to mind. If you want to help support the channel, links are thrown in PayPal down below. Completely optional, you don't have to, but thanks for looking in the first place. Check out Honest Bonds, Last Fight of Trenzoa, and Shadows. Links in the description as well as all the links to all the wonderful arts who contributed to the amazing art you have seen on stream. And yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Unsubscribe, see you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. He's Manga Writer, and I'm Sergeant Major Mario saying, ciao!